accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic Sports in North Carolina. This message presented by the NCHSAA and the North Carolina Athletic Directors Association.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website.
Pay.
That's pay. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com.
Hey, as in you're gonna.
Live from the Ingle studio.
I can't wait to play.
As in you're going to pay, Jeremy, for doubting Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big Sam Doubter.
Just some of this.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The Sportsocracy is heard everywhere you go around the world on the iHeart Radio app. We're seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. Welcome in to
Overreaction Monday.
a frozen overreaction Monday.
You know what's not an overreaction?
What's that?
You spend 3 days snowed in a house in Dallas, you will start to consider putting your head in the oven. Because I'm full on there. I hate Dallas so much. I just keep looking outside going, I hate this city. I hate this city. I can't wait to get out of here.
But why do you hate it so much?
Because
Just
I've been
because
stuck,
you've been stuck there?
Because I've been stuck in a house. Poor Megan, I feel like she's going to kill me in my sleep. I think she tried to freeze me to death last night. She turned the heat off in my bedroom, and it was 50 degrees when I got upstairs. I was under a blanket just shivering, going, I hate this city so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I have to thank Megan for doing that for me because Jeremy likes to freeze me out of every hotel room we go to.
I knew that's what you were going to say. Is that is your comeuppance for turning every hotel and Airbnb air conditioning to 60 degrees the minute we get there.
No doubt. You got your uppance came.
For sure.
Right now, outside the wonderful Radio Ranch studios here, we're dealing with a feels like temperature of 4 with that nice little breeze blowing at 17 balmy degrees. Tonight, the actual low is going to be 5, apparently, and that is going to, of course, lead to wind chills of somewhere in the negatives.
Yeah, so all of you people that tell me how much you love snow, do you love this? Is this fun for you?
No.
Yeah, so this is what he who travels for a living, this is what I'm used to with snow. It's oh, look how it's cute and fluffy, and the dog went out of there and went bloop, bloop, bloop. Yep, that lasted for 6 seconds. And then you know what you get from there? Awesome. Now I can't get to the liquor store. Uber Eats isn't running. I'm going to starve to death. I have only the food in the house. And for some reason, the oven in the damn Uber won't open. It's locked, and I can't get it unlocked.
Really?
Yes. I hate it. I hate everything. I hate it all. But you know what I love? Tank, do you know what I love?
What?
Sammy D. Super Bowl.
The Seattle Seahawks and Sammy D go into the Super Bowl against Drake May and the New England Patriots. Yesterday, the conference championship games, we live streamed both of the games on the YouTube, or the reactions to the games on the YouTube. I didn't make it to the end of the Seahawks game. My power just kept flickering on and off last night, and finally it just gave out. And I went, you know what? It's like 7:45. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, so you didn't see the end of Sammy D Super Bowl?
I did. I did see the end.
Oh, it was so good.
It was very good. That fourth down stop at the end was. I mean, I was so close Do you remember the final score I told
do.
you it was going to be?
I do.
34-31, and we were almost there.
You know
I would
what
have had the wrong team winning if they'd have hit it, but
you know what my favorite part of last night was?
What was that?
When Sammy D comes up to the podium with the NFC Championship trophy in his hand, and he's just so humble, and he's so Sam. And I knew everybody in America that has ever heard the sound of my voice had to go, I hate that mulleted idiot so much because I know how insufferable he's going to be tomorrow. I do. I know how insufferable he's going to be tomorrow because he was right. Tank, I did a little deep dive on our YouTube page.
Yeah.
And I found a reel where I said that Sam Darnold was going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. Now, that team was the San Francisco 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
I was just off by just a few hundred miles.
Yeah, a couple of years, yeah.
Because now, Sam Darnold, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions last night. He was almost perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And the game itself was almost perfect. My other favorite moment of last night was when Sean McVay took his play sheet and went, yeah, right in it. That did me a lot of good. I loved every bit of that. I would kill to know what he said into that thing. Like, if Chris Shula would just throw him under the bus of what he said right there, I would give him 100 US dollars. Because I would love to know, how many obscenities did you say in a row? Did they make any sense? What order did you put them in?
No, he went full Yosemite Sam.
Oh, for sure.
Sassafracha, you just can't make out nothing. Just slurring obscenities.
Those were obscenity syllables, and you just yelled them consecutively, and I'm sure it was great.
Seattle getting it done here, and Sammy D getting it done. Good for him. I mean,
it was beautiful.
Look, it's well, I guess we should start with Gambit fans' little rant here,
which I don't understand at all. I mean, I do feel like I have to say, my name's Jeremy, right?
Right. It sounded good up until a point. He comments in the YouTube stream, I always believed in Sam Darnold. Most smart scouts had him as the best quarterback in his class, and I think it's no coincidence that he was the first of them, Baker, Lamar, and Josh, to reach a Super Bowl. Personally, I cannot believe that so many people pinned the failures of the Jets on him and turned him into a meme about seeing ghosts. That is just foolishness that you should be above. But then actual NFL teams had him in their building only to pass over him for the likes of Brock Purdy, Bryce Young, and J.J. McCarthy. It's just a fireable offense. I can only hope that Jeremy can one day see past his Jets bias and realize that Sam Darnold was a top 10 quarterback in this league all along, as I and many others tried to tell him.
I realized halfway through your dramatic reading of that every bit of that was bullbunky. He did that on purpose. That I didn't get it when I first read it because I'm a little worse for the wear. Didn't sleep particularly good in the old igloo upstairs. And I realized after you started reading it, oh, you did that on purpose. You were being a smartest. And that makes me like that comment a lot because it was funny.
Yeah. It really wasn't that funny. Because sure, I mean,
he was trying to get in front of what I'm going to say, which is basically everything he said. Yeah, all that.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we know that it never was Sam. It was on all of the teams, and somebody just had to unlock it.
Oh, I mean, nobody had to unlock it. They just had to put him on a team that was competent. The Jets were not competent. That Panther team he was on with Matt Rule was not competent.
Mm-hmm.
Then weird, every other place that he's been, they've loved him. They loved him in San Francisco, they loved him in Minnesota, and they loved him in Seattle. And I said on the first day of free agency last year, I said, this is the best free agent signing in the class. And I don't care who else goes where because you got him at such a value. Mm-hmm. And so you look around and you've been able to keep this team together. They're very young. And they're very good. And short of one 2-play fiasco where Rick Woolen, I think, actually lost his damn mind, they were clearly the better team last night. I think they're the best team in the NFL. I'll get ahead of this right now. It should surprise no one that February 8th, I will be taking the San Francisco 49 or the Seattle Seahawks. Mm-hmm. Two teams, same division, both of them teams that Sam played for. I will be taking the Seattle Seahawks to win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. It's a bold strategy.
And then we will finally fully pay off the prophecy of one Jeremy Jebediah Green
sure.
of Sammy D, MVP.
It's been so hard, all of the talk of after last night, obviously the huge game that he had. What was it? Hang on, I wrote it down here. It was 25 of 36, 346, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
So good.
It's a great game.
So good.
It's a great game. And you need games like that to win Super Bowls. Somehow he's figured out how to turn off the turnovers.
Oh yeah, he hadn't turned the ball over in 3 games.
3 games. Which is bold. I mean, that is like all-timer streak for Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Because he's good. And when he's not throwing touchdowns, he's turning the ball over. Which is never a good thing. But he has become the 2020's Brett Favre. If you look at Sam Darnold's stats from the last 2 years and compare them to Brett Favre's best years, it's very, very similar.
Uh-huh.
Very similar. 60 to 65% completion percentage. Always throws double-digit interceptions, but the touchdowns have been there. Sam Darnold in the last 2 years has thrown 60 touchdown passes.
Yep.
His first 6 years in the league, he threw how many? Just take a guess.
55.
63. He threw 3 more touchdown passes in the first 6 years of his career than he did the last 2 seasons with the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks.
Look, Sam is a microcosm of the scouting community. I've had this conversation with people in the league for 3 years. I'm recording with the Washington Commanders this afternoon. Logan Paulson and I have talked about this, of if you just watched him and took everything else out. Take the things out that he couldn't control. It was always there, and it was slapping you in the face. You didn't want to see it because people get so obsessed with the end game.
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. I was one of the most vocal quarterback win-loss record is a quarterback stat. Guys on the planet. And Sam Darnold broke that for me. Mm-hmm. You know who else broke that for me? Baker Mayfield. Because I watched these two guys. I watched it with my own eyes on a practice field at Wofford in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And I specifically remember looking at I'll just go ahead and tell you who it was. It was David Newton of the Carolina Panthers. Mm-hmm. So he's the ESPN.com Panthers beat writer. I looked at David Newton, and verbatim what I said was, you would have to be a blind moron to say out loud that Sam Darnold is not clearly the better of these two quarterbacks, because it is abundantly obvious when you watch them together. And then Baker goes to Tampa Bay. He bounces around the league. Both of them fail in Carolina because nobody was going to succeed there at that time. Baker goes to L.A. Sam goes to San Francisco. Sam winds up in Minnesota, winds up now in Seattle. Mm-hmm. Baker goes to Tampa Bay, winds up in a situation with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Boosie Irving and all of the pieces, Liam Cohen, who just took the Jacksonville Jaguars to the playoffs. And he had every advantage you could ever want. And people would look at me and go, Baker Mayfield, look at his win-loss record. How many games he's won? Yep, doesn't matter. If you put Sam Darnold in Tampa Bay, I swear to you, I think that team would have been 15-2. And I've thought this for 2 years. Now I finally have the tangible. I've tried to tell you this, and now if you don't see it, it's on you. Sam Darnold has almost single-handedly made Jackson Smith and Jigba the best receiver in the NFL. You know where it's going on every play, and he does nothing to hide it. And you know why that's happened? Because for the first time in his career, he fully trusts that the quarterback under center, when I make this, he had a move last night on an out, and I think it was maybe Quentin Lake that was on him. He turned him around as badly as I've ever seen a quarterback in the NFL get turned around. And Jackson's hands were up before the ball came out of Sam's hand because he just knew it's going to be right there. I know it every single time. He's locked in. He just knows it. Now, here's the crazy thing about Seattle. They don't have another receiver on that team I trust. Not one. Cooper Kupp is a joke. The fact he's still in the league is comical. Jake Bobo is the 4? The tight ends are fine. Kenny Walker is a dog. But he found a way to tie this offense together with one legit, honest-to-God wide receiver. And so now, if your hate for Sam Darnold is still coming out, awesome. I'm tired of arguing with you. I've done it for so many years now. Now it's hitting you in the face the way it's hit me in the face. I'm done arguing with you. If you don't see how good this kid is, because I'll be honest with you, we just ranked quarterbacks last week. I was too low on Sam Darnold. Because I've almost had to balance myself because I'm so insanely in love with Sam Darnold and his game that I feel like I'm not being rational. And so there are quarterbacks in this league that I look at, one of them who was on the field last night, that I look at and go, I wouldn't take you over Sam. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. Last night, here's a fun question. On 3rd or 4th down, Sam was 6 of 9 for 106 yards with a touchdown. What was Matthew Stafford?
I'm going to guess much worse than that.
He was 0 for 7. He did not complete a pass on 3rd or 4th down the entire game. Are you trying to tell me that the Rams' defense is significantly worse than Seattle's? You have 2 Pro Bowl pass rushers. Yes, your secondary does not have a Devin Witherspoon, but theirs has a Reek Woolen. It's obvious. He's always been this guy. I was right on him when he came out of the draft. He went to the god-awful, terrible Jets. And now I, as a lifelong Jet fan, have to sit here and watch this and go, we ruined this kid. Which tells me that until everything in that building changes, I don't care what quarterback you draft. It's always going to look this way. Everybody worries about when we get to the draft every single year. And obviously, I am 100% on the path to the draft. I'm down here at the Shrine Bowl right now. Headed to Mobile in the morning. Bill Workman's on his way there right now. It is so funny to me that we spend so much time talking about quarterbacks, and there are so many teams in the NFL that are not ready for a quarterback. I don't care who you put in that building. It is not going to matter. You will Sam Darnold with the New York Jets, that quarterback, and then 5 years from now they'll wind up on another team, and that's where you'll really see what they are.
Sam Darnold is, I mean, he's really opened up a lot of people's eyes. And if he hasn't, as you said, well, you're late to the party. I mean, at some point you have to recognize 2 different teams, 2 different schemes, 2 different coaches, back-to-back years. He's won 14 games. No quarterback has ever done that.
Outside of the quarterback that he will face in Super Bowl LX, he is the greatest value in the NFL. That is a $30 million quarterback that's playing like an MVP. I'm getting an MVP quarterback for half price. That's what this is. That's brass tacks. Just take your opinion, take the emotion, take all of it out. You're getting an MVP caliber quarterback for half price. He is the Kmart blue light special of NFL quarterbacks.
My question is, can Seattle pay for it?
Oh, yeah. I think they're 4th in the NFL in money. And they've still got 2 years of him cheap as dirt. By the way, it really helps when you draft as well as Seattle does. Seattle doesn't get the love that the Ravens do, that a handful of other teams do. Seattle has killed the NFL draft. Do you know how many questions I had to answer about Nick Eamon-Worry last year? What is this kid going to do in the NFL? What's he going to be? Because he plays with just reckless abandon at times. But he's so big, he's so fast, and Mike McDonald went, give me that kid. I know how to use him. I've seen me do it. He's Kyle Hamilton, only bigger and faster. I'll do it. Every other team in the league, no, not every team, but a lot of other teams in the league were scared to death of him because you have to put him in such a box. Mm-hmm. Because he can over pursue. He can outrun an angle. He can not set an edge. And for Seattle, he's been the best defensive player they have. It's been him and DeMarcus Lawrence, who the Cowboys threw out like garbage. That's been the two best defensive players on that team. Leonard Williams is up there, too. There's a handful of others that have been really good. Devin Witherspoon got beat like a kettle drum last night. 2 plays in a row to start this game. Mm-hmm. And they just picked him up. Because you look at Seattle and you go up and down that roster and go hit, 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 hit. You do the draft correctly, and that's why you're here.
Mm-hmm. Seattle taking on the New England Patriots. Super Bowl 60, 2 weeks in Santa Clara. We'll continue on an Overreaction Monday here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville right after this.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising.
Now we're clear.
Way back in April. And now?
I have customers out the door.
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Before it was vintage, it was a revolution. This smells like the 90s. A decade that tore up the rulebook and defined a new world of alternative. Nirvana, Alanis, Pearl Jam, Weezer, No Doubt, and more. With commercial-free weekends. Your favorite era? Just a tap away. Open the free iHeartRadio app and listen now.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to bearsbbq.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through its steps.
Bullshit!
Expert tips and advice along the way.
That's literally, I just sat down and put my headset on. That's the first word I heard.
And pick up your free magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
The Sportsocracy.
These guys are a f***ing disgrace.
And we're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It's an Overreaction Monday. Super Bowl is set. New England and Seattle It's a replay of what was that, 2015 Super Bowl?
It's a replay of the game that brought us the famous Jeremyism.
Yeah.
Run the damn ball.
Right, the Malcolm Butler interception when Seattle, Pete Carroll tried to pass the ball at the 1-yard line, trying to score the go-ahead touchdown when they had Marshawn Lynch on the team. I mean, to be fair, I think he had been stuffed on 2 plays before that, but third time's a charm, right? Just run the damn ball.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point that I would like to bring up here in this shorter segment.
Uh-huh.
And for me, it's a bigger question. You know, Tank, I feel like that's what we do here. We are analytical thinkers.
Sure.
To the highest degree. And we're here to make people think about the bigger questions in life. Why are we here? Where do we go when we die? Sure. Why the hell does every NFL coach not just take the points? My God almighty, why is it a bad thing to kick a field goal? Well, the analytics guy says this is a clear go for it situation. Baby, stop listening to him because he's a goober. Kick a field goal for the love of God.
All right, who are you saying that
I'm
about?
specifically referring to Sean Payton, but I'm not going to lie to you. The fact that I cannot stand him, and he was the one that did this in a playoff game, it took a rant that's been looking for a home, and it went, here's a lovely 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Frisco, Texas that you can be snowed in on. Kick the ball. You have to know. So right now, Get-Up's on the television in front of me. And Sean Payton said he regrets his 4th down call, which, by the way, I said this on the live stream yesterday, to go for it and not kick the field goal. Now, there's a lot of pieces to this. First of all, you had Jared Stidham, who you've had in practice. You've seen him throwing for 3 years. I haven't seen him since 2023. And by the way, you want to know where Jeremy was wrong? There was a significant drop-off from Bo Nix to Jared Stidham.
Well, after the first
I don't
drive.
think Bo Nix would have been much better yesterday. I hate to tell you this. I don't think Bo would have changed much. He would have been better, though, and he would have given you a chance to win because Jared Stidham did not.
I mean, the ability to run, period. I mean, you saw how that mattered for Drake May. The ability for Bo Nix to be able to run and get you extra yardage, that could have played huge.
Well, here's the thing, and I agree with that. And I heard what you said, and I saw Soaring Eagle said that Bo Nix would have run on that play. Jared Stidham didn't. I get all those things. Fact or fiction, your play caller was still Sean Payton.
No, fact.
Sean, in these situations, he does this all the time. You overthink yourself. You think you're smarter than everybody else. You take the points because you have a quarterback that you don't know exactly what you're getting in. And then there's the big factor here that I haven't heard anybody say today. Somebody in that organization had to be looking at a radar going, there is a snowstorm coming this way. And in the second half, it's going to be borderline impossible to score points. That's why you kick that field goal. Because Will Lutz would have made that one. I feel very sure of it. The wind hadn't kicked up yet.
Right.
You would have been up. You'd have been up 10-0. And then this game looked significantly different. Because once New England scored 10 points and the snow started coming down, they knew all I got to do is keep you out of the end zone. And I know Jared Stidham is not going to put you in it. Yep. I know it. Because the field goal is borderline impossible. That gets into an organizational dysfunction that I cannot wrap my brain around. That has nothing to do with Bo Nix. It has nothing to do with Jared Stidham. It has 100% to do with, I guarantee you, somebody was in Sean Payton's ear, just exactly like I'm wearing a headset right now. Sean Payton was wearing one too. And somebody said, Sean, snow is coming. And he went, okay, I want to be up 14-0, not 10-0, because I'm afraid Drake May will be able to score in the snow, and I won't. Mm-hmm. It was a stupid call. He admitted it from the jump of, I made a mistake there. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't be so passionate about this if I hadn't said it in the moment. you're going to regret not taking the points. And I didn't even know a snowstorm was coming. I'd been told there was no snow coming at all. I'm in Dallas. I'm too worried about the snow outside the house I'm sitting in. I don't care about the weather in Denver. Sean Payton should.
I mean, he still could have been alive, I guess. New England still came back and tied the game. So, I mean, in a way, he was right. I needed to be up 14-0. However, it didn't go your way. However, you did not. I mean, I'm not saying he should have gone for it. I'm just saying I get the logic, but you should have been better prepared.
I would have been fine going for that with Bo Nix. I don't know that he would have converted. The play call was terrible. You ran two guys. That was a two-man route. You ran them both in double coverage. I mean, I got news for you. It doesn't matter who your quarterback is. They're going to be throwing in double coverage. Now, Bo could have run, but there was also a spy out there that was right in front of him. So, I mean, you probably wouldn't have gotten it running either. So it was just a terrible play call to the short side. That's another – I'm not going to get as mad about that as I get about why do you not kick field goals ever? Why do you run these rollout bootleg plays into the short side? Because, see, you run out of room.
Right.
I mean, this is not like higher level stuff. If you're all the way to the right, that play goes to the left. I don't care what arm your quarterback throws with. I don't care. Because it makes it too easy to defend. Because I have a sideline that you can run past it. I don't care. Right. You're now out of the play. I could care less. I have to defend less space.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle last night, you know what I noticed about that team over and over and over and over and over again? They don't care that you know what they're doing. They don't care. The touchdown to Jackson Smith and Jigba, Mike McDonald and Clint Kubiak 100% knew. Sean McVay knows where I'm going with this ball. Sam never even looked off of him. I mean, it was short of screaming, this ball's going to Jackson Smith and Jigba. He couldn't have done anything more obvious to tell him where it was going. You can't stop it because I out-execute you.
I was going to say, you certainly couldn't stop it with Jackson Smith and Jigba, he's a different animal.
He is unbelievable.
Right. He's one of those wide receivers, or has become one of those wide receivers in the last year, the last calendar year, that there's only 5-6 dudes in his class in the entire league.
Correct.
So and there's not really a corner in this league that can really cover him all that well.
No. If you have a good quarterback with a receiver that level, if you're an NFL team with one of those high-level quarterbacks and one of those high-level receivers, you're almost indefensible. Because this is like when we got to the hand check rule in the NBA. I cannot put my hands on you without getting – in the NBA, it's fouls. In the NFL, it's penalties. I can't do it. So there is absolutely nothing I can do to deal with a Jackson Smith and Jigba who is just a route technician. Denver doesn't have one of those. This is what I've screamed about that Denver team all year long. When things go sideways, who do you turn to? Cortland Sutton's the best receiver on that team. Cortland Sutton probably runs a 4.7 40 at this point. He's just slowed down. He's a big possession receiver. And so you regress at quarterback from Nix to Stidham, and you were irrelevant throwing the ball. You had one 15-play setup. By the way, does it strike you as strange that in the first 15 that Sean Payton scripted on Tuesday, that offense looked great?
Awesome.
From there on, it was irrelevant.
Awful.
Andreas Pinckney in our YouTube chat said, or as we as Saints fans say, Sean got too damn cute. Yeah. He's been notorious for that his entire NFL career, and he did it yesterday. The Denver Broncos are sitting at home, and we're going to talk about this game coming up. I wanted to talk about why do we not kick field goals. Sean got too cute. Mike McDonald didn't. Mike Vrabel didn't. And it's not shocking to me that those two are in the Super Bowl.
You are in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville, and Overreaction Monday continues after this.
ESPN Asheville.
Clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Or sunshine now.
So you're the only one in the building today?
More about the
yes.
Did Mark do his show this morning?
Yes, he was here this morning, and he left right after the show, and I have been the only person in this building since.
It's above zero.
Wow.
Some spots will be below zero. Wind chills will be below zero. Bundle up tomorrow, sunshine in the morning, sunny in the afternoon, up near 40. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results.
No.
Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
Amy Cox did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. And with that money, she decided to treat herself to an anti-aging red light mask. Will she look like a horror movie villain every night? Yes. Will her boyfriend Kevin be scarred for life? That's certainly a risk. But it's Amy's safety.
No, it was, the roads were pretty slick. Yeah. When I got back to the house yesterday, I could not pull into the driveway because it was a solid sheet of ice, and you know how the driveway goes straight down into the garage. There was no way I was going to try to pull down in there. So I left it on the road, and I just pulled up and got out for a second to walk around the car and slid about 15 feet. I wasn't moving. My body was not moving, but I was sliding down the hill.
Uses directed to keep out of reach of children.
Yeah, it was rough.
Just music.
But then, like this morning, I got up and everything was dry. There were there were a few icy spots, but not much. The wind's been blowing so hard, everything pretty much evaporated.
Smartphone.
But like the further south that I got, like there was nothing here when I left yesterday, and then I got down to my house and everything was covered in ice.
Style, weddings, bachelor.
And the further south you went, it got worse. I mean, hell, Hendersonville still has 10,000 people without power right now.
And none of the
what's
stress
your
of parking
by the way,
and
what's your outside
Appalachian
story
Motor
here?
Coach
Because
gets
mine's
you there
really funny.
relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells W.
I had one. Where'd it go?
Zillow
Mine's about the
Showcase,
Browns.
an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve to do better, be better.
Oh, yeah, that was going to be mine too. We could just talk about that because this is going to be a long one.
Celebrating Friday Night Ride.
Is this the data-driven
games?
Oh, no, it's way worse.
Front office?
Yeah, you tell that part, I'll tell the other part.
Your minor league.
Oh, okay.
All in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
It is ESPN Asheville. It's a special frozen edition of the Sportsocracy.
Let it go, let it go. I don't want to be here anymore. Mobile, where are you? Oh, I could do that for a long time. You know why? Because I've been stuck in this house for 3 days.
Yeah. It is currently 19 degrees. Feels like 6 outside the studios here in West Asheville. Down in Dallas, it's not much better. It's, 20, 21 degrees, something like that down there.
It was 22 the last time I looked, and the low tonight is 10.
Yeah.
Last night the low was 8, which is the lowest it's ever been in Dallas.
By the way, shout out to Stephen Tao. He says you guys were ragging on the north last week about how cold it was up there. They're sitting at 9 right now.
Yeah.
So their
Killing
feels
it.
like is higher than ours.
Yes.
But hope everybody made it through the storm okay, no matter where you're at across the eastern seaboard. It is time to get just a bit outside. And we're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns because I heard this, I guess this was this morning.
This story is so crazy that we're telling it as a tandem outside story.
I still just, this sounds really dumb to me. All right, so yesterday, I guess, talk started about the process of the Cleveland Browns hiring a new coach. And the clip that I saw was from, I believe it was the Rich Eisen show.
Yep.
And Tom Pelissero was on there. And he was talking about how different the Browns run things than any other team in the league, that they're a very data-driven organization. And that their search process for a new head coach includes a lot of paperwork.
Uh-huh.
And when I say paperwork, I don't mean like, we got to sign the insurance forms and we got to make sure that your W-2's all filled out. None of that.
Mm-mm.
No, they have like a questionnaire that the coach has to fill out, a freaking essay question.
Uh-huh.
Then you want the coach to write you an essay about what? About how I will change the franchise of the Cleveland Browns? I don't understand this. If I was a head coach in this league, I would feel like I would go, yeah, no, we're good.
All right, so
we go to the first interview, and we sit down and we talk, and, I'm getting good vibes from you, and you're getting good vibes from me, and you're like, you know what, I think we're going to call you back for a second interview, but here's what I want you to do before you come back for the second interview. I'm going to give you some homework, coach.
Yep.
Excuse me? At that point, I go, anybody else want to
hire me,
interview me for a position? Because I want nothing to do with that. Now,
So-
maybe I am off base here.
You're not.
I will be the first to admit that I don't know how everything goes in these interview searches. But I will be damned. If I was interviewing for a new job, doing this, just, producer, co-host, host, whatever, and they asked me to write an essay for my interview process, I would tell them to pound sand faster than Jeremy Green's willing to stand up and say, I was right on Sam Darnold. Like, it
yes.
would be that immediate. Just falafel yourself, I'm gone.
So it's actually worse than you're even letting on.
Really?
So I have it on good authority that they told John Harbaugh this. He immediately said, I'm good.
Yeah.
They asked Mike McDaniel to do it after he interviewed for the job. He immediately withdrew. Grant Yadinsky, the offense coordinator of the Jaguars, they asked him to do it. He immediately withdrew, signed a new deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars, tentative till he doesn't get the Bills job. But he said, I will withdraw from the Browns right now because I'm not taking that job. Right. So here's what they asked guys to do. They had to write an essay about what they would do different as the head coach of the Cleveland Browns than what they've done in the past. Which, by the way, cheat code, here's the answer, everything, period. Hand it back. There's your essay, one-word essay. I would do everything different than what you have. They also, they gave them homework of different things that they wanted them to bring back for a second interview. And they made them take a personality test. So they've got them doing Rorschach ink blot tests to take the Cleveland Browns job of, well, Mr. McDaniel, Mr. Yadinsky, what do you see when we show you this picture? I see my ass walking out that door and never coming back here. That's what I see. I see why you have been an absolute dumpster fire for 30 years. As a lifelong fan of the Jets, I saw this and went, holy God, what an embarrassing time it is to be a Cleveland Brown fan. I can't believe you could say this with a straight face. So I'm going to tell you a little background of me that I've never really talked about on this show before. So I've interviewed for a handful of jobs in the NFL. Tank knows this. I was very open, very honest. I've had some interesting interviews. Largely, they've all been the same, which is, what about your process is different than anybody else we could hire because you're an outsider. You didn't play in the NFL. You're a scout. We have your history here, and your history's pretty good, but we want you to show your work. I understand that because I'm a radio host. I am a media guy. I understand why you want me to do that because you never know. I could be pulling what I'm doing from all kinds of different places. You need to verify where my information's coming from, what it is. When you put video on, what is it that I'm seeing? I am very comfortable in doing that. Let's go. Fire up the tape, and I'll tell you. Sometimes they do it with video that is of kind of salinated tape where it's so high that I can't tell who the team is. I can't tell who the players are. It's off the overhead camera, so I don't know who it is. That's fine. I understand that. If you walked me into your building and you said, and you brought up the logos of different college teams and said, we're going to test you on, do you know who, what is this? And you put up the Penn State Nittany Lion. I would go, have you ever had a 6'5" man tell you to have sex with yourself in person? Because I'm about to. You got one more of those stupid cards to pull out before I'm going to tell you to experience a little self-love.
Right.
The fact you did it to Grant Udinski, Mike McDaniel, and John Harbaugh makes blood come out of my ears.
Now, see, I don't know Grant Udinski. I don't know who he is. I mean, I know he's the offensive coordinator of the Jaguars, but I don't know anything about him. I would understand more you doing it to a guy like that. Like, I don't.
He's
know
a sitting offensive coordinator in the league. It's offensive. Sure. It literally is.
Okay.
So I'll compare it to you. The way we function in this business, and look, I'm headed to Mobile tomorrow. Tomorrow is the start of the world's largest NFL coaching symposium where guys in college football and the NFL go to find jobs. Mm-hmm. I literally will be able to put 20 people on our couch in Mobile to tell you exactly what I'm getting ready to say. Mm-hmm. There is a certain level of success or just even getting hired that earns you the respect of I deserve to be here. The fact you give me a personality test would be the same as somebody asking you if you knew on FCC air you couldn't say the word that we substitute for falafel. Do you understand how offensive that would be? Of like, okay, I've worked in this business 26 years. Why do you think I'm this stupid? That's what they've done with these candidates. It's the reason they can't find a coach. Mm-hmm. I saw somebody in the chat earlier say Nate Shieldhouse. Oh, you want me to tell you why? I can tell you definitively that hire won't come down by the end of the day, which was what was said, because they're not even compliant with the Rooney Rule yet. This job's been open a month. They still haven't complied with the Rooney Rule yet. They can't hire a coach even if they know who they want. Mm-hmm. They can't do it. It's mind-boggling. I just look at the Browns and go, how are you this completely clueless? Oh, by the way, how did Andrew Berry keep his job? It just doesn't make any form of sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it would make more sense to me if you did it to somebody you didn't know. Asking John Harbaugh to do that is insane. I would even give you leeway with Mike McDaniel because it ended so poorly in Miami. I get that it's an insult to anybody, but especially to one of the best coaches in the NFL over the last 20 years. That's craziness. And no doubt nobody wants to take your job. Look, somebody said in the chat here, I lost where it was or who said it, but somebody said it's perfectly logical for the Browns to do like a personality test because you want to make sure you don't screw this up. I can get that part. I can get that part of going through some kind of a psych test or something. Fine. I'm not giving you homework to do.
No, it's
I'm not asking you to write me a 5-page essay on on how you would change this organization.
So in the YouTube chat, Gary Burt said McDaniels is Rooney. Here's all I can tell you about the Rooney Rule. I get an email every day about every team in the NFL that has a standing coaching opening with basically just a line that says, "Are you Rooney compliant?" I got one this morning from the Cleveland Browns that says they are not. Mm-hmm. They're not. They cannot hire a coach.
2, don't you?
Yeah, I believe it's 2. I think you have to bring in 2 minority candidates before you can do it. I thought they had. The NFL disagrees. So somewhere there is either somebody's not been in the building yet, it was scheduled, they never actually landed on site, whatever the case may be, I don't know. We don't always get media information on these guys is not always accurate. So just because they say they brought a guy in does not mean that they were you can do an interview that is non-Rooney compliant. I do not know all of those rules, and I don't claim to, mainly because I don't care. I want to know who you hire. I'll look at the guys that are candidates for this. Beyond that, you have to deal with the league. That doesn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah, I was just looking at their list of people that have come in to interview for that job, and you have will interview Nate Shieldhouse. So maybe that's what they're waiting on.
Maybe
if they get him in for a second interview. Will that count?
Yes, because he's a minority candidate.
Right.
So if they had McDaniel and they're going to have Shieldhouse, then they will be compliant, but they are not yet.
Right. They've already interviewed Anthony Lynn, which
he never made it in the building.
So he didn't. Okay. So
he didn't make it in the building. I know that one.
So that's why they're planning on it.
I think it was even reported that he did. I think it was even reported he was in the building and he wasn't. Mm-hmm. And that could have been a travel thing. That could have been a lot of things.
Arden Durd.
Aiden Durd, not Arden.
Aiden Durd.
Aiden Durd.
Aiden Durd. It says
he could have only interviewed the first week.
Right.
But I think his was virtual. And I believe with the Rooney Rule, you have to get them in person. They actually have to be in the building.
Yeah.
So he can't work because he couldn't have been in the building.
So they do have minority candidates on the periphery here, but apparently they haven't met the rule just yet for some reason.
Which is insane.
It doesn't even really matter at this point. I mean, obviously you have to fill the quota and everything, and they'll do that. But with this news coming out, this revelation of just, I want to call it amateur hour, of what are you doing? How do you possibly expect these professionals to treat you seriously when you do stuff like this?
They won't.
I mean, this is right, exactly. So what does it matter? I mean, somebody said, fact or fiction, Jim Schwartz is going to be the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, probably.
Good chance of that.
Because I'm sure he had to do this when he came to be defensive coordinator.
Shieldhouse,
so he's already been through their process.
I would still say Shieldhouse has a decent chance at getting this job, and he may be the ultimate one. I'm dumbfounded. Here's how stupid this is. So the way that every NFL team does their hiring cycle, they get the Rooney Rule compliant candidates in first. Because if they fall in love with a guy, I want to be able to act immediately.
Right.
The Browns could be in love with somebody right now. They can't hire him, which means every team in the NFL has had all weekend long to get an interview set up with whoever it is that they want, that they could poach from the Browns. Mm-hmm. That's how clueless this organization actually is. They're the only team that is non-Rooney compliant. One of these jobs opened 7 days ago. Yours opened the day after the regular season ended.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane. You had a 14-day jump on the Bills. They're compliant and you're not.
Mm-hmm.
That is cluelessness to the highest degree. Unless you want a coach that you know is not getting a job anywhere else.
Yeah.
Which I guess is possible.
Yeah, top 3 candidates for the Cleveland Browns job right now looks like Jim Schwartz, Dan Pitcher, and Todd Monken.
Pitcher has been pretty high on that list for a while.
But none of that is going to change this franchise.
No.
None of that is going to solve the problem. Out of all that, I almost want you to just hire Jim Schwartz and get it over with.
In all reality, there are more issues.
In here and it's an absolute disaster. Andrew Berry and all of that hopefully will disappear.
In all reality, there are more issues with that search than what we've said here. But frankly, I'm tired of talking about the Cleveland Browns.
We don't have to any longer. Second hour of the program coming on the way right after this on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. An overreaction Monday. The Super Bowl is set. The New England Patriots will face off against the Seattle Seahawks February 8th in Santa Clara, California. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
More sunshine now as we get into the afternoon.
I got
We'll have to
6
worry
minutes
more
here.
about the refreeze tonight.
5:30, something like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Make 25, not feel like 25. Tonight, some clouds around early, then clear. Very bitter cold. Air temperature single digits above zero. Some spots will be below zero. Wind chills will be below zero. Bundle up tomorrow. Sunshine in the morning. Sunny in the afternoon up near 40. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stagik.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now?
I have customers out the door.
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
Refresh your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Reimagine your bathroom and get up to 40% off select faucets during Lowe's Bath Savings event and transform your space. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz, he throws to the end zone, touchdown!
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back, iron Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses? Now that's all Tech's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon, ESPN Asheville.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time, the moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
News, weather, traffic. 570 WWNC. Finalists for 2 Marconi Awards. 2025 Small Market Station of the Year. And Mark Starling is Small Market Personality of the Year.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors,
hey, Tank, I have a question
North
for you.
Carolina strong.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks promise. Our
How long
mission,
are leftovers
improve
good for
lives
you?
With every interaction. This is JW.
Leftover? Oh, God. I mean, it depends on how well taken care of they've been.
They went immediately in the refrigerator.
Ford,
yeah, it's good for weeks.
Weeks.
Asheville, W5CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville.
Megan's worried that leftovers from Dudley's are not still good because they didn't immediately go in the refrigerator. They were with us for a couple hours before we came out here.
Oh, poor sweet baby.
He said, "Oh, poor sweet baby."
She'd never make it in my house.
He said you'd never make it in his house.
The Sportsocracy. Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Thank you. Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go around the world on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to the special. Go to the...
Special was a good word for us, Tank.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's surely special, no doubt. My brain's frozen from being stuck in the 19... It's 19 degrees outside the studio. It's still 75 degrees in this studio, and it's about 45 degrees out in the hallway.
Sweet.
This building drives me absolutely insane. But here we are.
Tank, we have a question of the hour.
Okay.
Megan and I have gotten to the end of our time here in Dallas, which means all the food in the fridge has now become fair game. It is the Royal Rumble of Dallas leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
And in the last break, she said something to me that I think might be the cutest, most naive thing I've ever heard in my life. I ate a chicken wing out of our refrigerator, which I did not heat up. Little ranch, little chicken, done. She said, and I quote, "Do you think that chicken wing's still good?" And I went, "Honey, this thing was cooked in hot oil 3 days ago." Yeah, it's fine. It's been in the fridge. It's 4 degrees outside. Like, even if I'd left it sitting out in the snow, it would still be fine. And it was at that point that I realized that Tank and I may be raccoons. Because we live on the road. We're in a city for a week. We get to the end of that. Whatever we ordered on day 1 might be what we're arguing about on day 6.
Absolutely. We're fighting over it.
There's a pizza in there that we ordered 4 days ago. I'm telling you right now, it's about to get messed up. Because I think I'm going to take 2 pieces of it. I made some cheddar brats last night. I think I'm going to cut the brat in half, wrap it in a piece of the pizza, and then eat it as a Hot Pocket. That's how I think I'm going to go. And she's looking at me like I'm out of my mind. When you do this for long enough and you don't have access to new, fresh food at all times because you've been snowed in a house, I'm a borderline raccoon. I won't eat it out of the trash, but if it's been in the burger or if it's been in the refrigerator, absolutely. The refrigerator, it kills all germs because the germs cannot survive. That's why we have a refrigerator. The germs get cold and run away from the food. I learned that on the Discovery Channel.
My answer to how long is this food still good is going to be way different than anybody else.
Tank's answer is, if you're asking me that, it's still good.
100%. Is this still good? Yes.
Yep. If you didn't immediately look at it and know, then Tank's in.
Absolutely. If it doesn't smell or have a slimy film on it, or or a combination of those things, it's still good. It's still good. I pulled up a handy dandy little guide here, though.
Oh God, there's a handy dandy guide. I'm scared.
So, general guidelines for cooked meat, poultry, seafood,
I
soups,
guarantee you,
casseroles, veggies.
Tank and I aren't agreeing with any of this.
Egg dishes and tofu, right? That all of that. So any protein, basically, casseroles and cooked vegetables. 3 to 4 days is how long it says it's still good for if it's in the refrigerator. Slightly longer, up to 7 days for cooked rice, pasta, hard-boiled eggs. I would think hard-boiled eggs would go bad faster than 7 days.
Hard-boiled eggs.
That's just me.
Hard-boiled eggs, as long as you don't cut them, they stay good for quite some time.
Okay. All right. Cakes and cheesecakes, up to 7 days. Foods to eat sooner. Potato and pasta salads. Gravies and sauces, 1 to 2 days.
Yeah, go away.
Excuse me?
Listen, if
The
I make
sauces last longer than the food, don't they?
No doubt. I can make spaghetti sauce that I keep in the coldest part of my refrigerator that will almost freeze itself. I'll eat that ish 3 months from now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd do that.
I
I'd
probably went
freeze
too
it
far
if
there.
It was going to be that long.
I probably went too far there, but I've
I mean,
eaten a
certainly
Little
there's-
Caesars pizza sauce cup that I forgot when I ordered Little Caesars. And guess what? It was still awesome.
It was fine. It was absolutely fine. Salads with dressing, 1 to 2 days.
Salads with dressing is 15 to 30 minutes. Because it wilts the lettuce and then it's
Gonna get
gross.
soggy, yeah, and then it's going to get watery and stuff as it sits in the thing. Look, I mean, you want to get your food obviously into the refrigerator as quickly as possible, but it's not like, oh, well, I mean, it's been 4 hours. This food's bad now. My book. I mean, of course, I do stupid stuff like, leave full mayonnaise sandwiches sitting in my car during the
And then
summer,
eats
I'll
them.
eat it after 2 days.
Yeah,
So-
and then eats them because you're a raccoon.
Well, it's just marinating. I mean, we're just marinating.
You know what
all
you
the
don't want
flavors at that
marinating?
point.
Mayonnaise. You don't want
Yeah,
mayonnaise to
it's
marinate.
fine.
It's not good. We have a member chat that we need to get to. It's from Stephen Towle. So, Mr. Spencer, hit your button. His question was, who have been the best hires so far? I'm going to let Tank go first.
Yep.
Because I know what he's going to say, and so I'm going to let him take the layup. And then I'm going to take one that I don't necessarily think you're going to agree with.
Let's see. The best hire so far. The hire that I've liked the best, how about that, is Jeff Hafley to the Miami Dolphins.
I like that one a lot.
I think Jeff Hafley is going to be a really good head coach in this league.
I really laugh that that he and John Eric Sullivan look like brothers. And the Miami media apparently can't tell them apart, and I find that to be really funny.
And the fact that the fact that they've elevated Bobby Slowick there, give him another shot at coordinating an offense. I think that's a good move on their part.
I don't know that I loved that one, but
I mean, it was fine because I didn't think you were going to hire. I mean, I don't know what the hierarchy was for offensive coordinators, like what the big board looked like. But I mean, this was a guy who was a hot head coaching candidate. What, 2-3 years ago? C.J. Stroud had one big year underneath him. The second year, everything regressed, and he got the blame and got the boot. He winds up as a passing game coordinator for the Miami Dolphins, and now he's elevated to the OC job. I mean, I could deal with the continuity there. But I like Hafley. I think that was my favorite hire of the offseason so far.
Hafley was a really good one. That one's really high on my list. I like Jesse Minter a lot to Baltimore.
That was going to be mine too.
Minter's, we talked about him Friday. There was a hire over the weekend that we haven't talked about that the more I've thought about it, the more I don't dislike it.
Mike McCarthy.
It was Mike McCarthy to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Every Steeler fan I know is ready to jump in front of a moving train, and I don't know why. So
you just traded in the same guy.
So the line that I saw over the weekend was from a Steelers fan that I follow on Twitter that said getting rid of Tomlin and hiring Mike McCarthy is the NFL equivalent of excrementing your pants and changing your shirt.
Yes.
Which, by the way, that is a hilarious way of putting that. But there's also a merit to what you said. Okay, so the issue with the Pittsburgh Steelers, kind of like what I said with the Ravens, your culture does not really need to change. You need an offensive identity. The defense is not the identity. Having the identity is having a coach that knows how to win in this league, and you hired a Super Bowl winner. I mean, this guy survived 5 or 6 years in Dallas. The offense is going to get better because, frankly, it can't get any worse. And there is a possibility that Mike McCarthy can get Aaron Rodgers back here, and that's the best you're going to do. There is no solution to your offense that's better than Aaron Rodgers for another year, especially in an offense that he was particularly productive in. So what did you want them to do? I'm very fond of this the more I've thought about it, because I think McCarthy keeps you as competitive as you can be right now, and this is not a forever. I hate to tell you this. Your generation of we hire a coach and he's here for 15 years, that was going to end with whoever this coach was, because the ice age cometh, because that roster is getting old and there's not a whole lot of solutions. Also, let's just say this goes as poorly as Pittsburgh Steelers fans think. You fire him in a year. You fire Mike McCarthy in a year. You go into a year where you get the quarterback bonanza. I don't, by the way, think that's going to happen, but let's say it did. You go into the quarterback bonanza of next year, and you're going to have a pick where you can go get one. Can you think of a coach that's better that was available to bring along a quarterback than Mike McCarthy? We didn't have a problem with the offense. We had a problem with the defense. And I think you're getting an arranged marriage with Mike McCarthy and a defensive coordinator, but I'm just not ready to tell you who it is yet.
Okay.
Although I will be breaking news by the end of this segment because I have some.
Yeah, all of the things that you just listed, though, as positives are all the things that Pittsburgh Steelers fans are tired of. We're tired of getting to the playoffs and not being able to win. So go get me a coach that maybe gives me a hope of that. You didn't do that. You gave me a coach who I can bet I'd probably be willing to bet my mortgage payment. He's not going to take you far in the playoffs. I'll be surprised if he's not one and done every time he gets there, just like he has been every time, save for one, in the last 10 years. It's the same guy. Other than beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the playoffs in the wild card round 3 years ago, it's the only win Mike McCarthy has in the playoffs since 2016. It's the same guy.
And I get it. And I get it, but he's gotten to the playoffs. You were buying a lottery ticket, oh, by the way, with a really bad offense, with anybody else. I feel like a lot of the hate on Mike McCarthy is unfounded. I think he'll be fine. Does he make you a Super Bowl contender? No, but none of these other guys did either. That's what I'm stuck on with Pittsburgh, is you're acting like they bypassed somebody that you were winning a Super Bowl with in 27. No, you weren't. You were going to have to teach somebody to be a head coach for 2 years to even be as competitive as Mike McCarthy makes you.
But they just kicked the can down the road.
They did.
Because
that roster's still competitive. That's the reason they don't crater out, is because the roster's still competitive. They just won the division this year. I get it. You're fans that want immediate gratification. I get it. When this goes bad in Pittsburgh, it's going to be super bad. I mean, when they go to hell in a handbasket, they're going to be 2-15. I don't know what year that's going to be. I know what year I think it is. But you're going to absolutely hit the bottom of the barrel. Tank, I need you to hit your button because Jeremy has insider breaking news.
Who's going to break the news? Who's going to break the news? Who's going to break the news? Who's going to break the news?
The New York Jets are hiring Wink Martindale as their defensive coordinator.
Yay.
I actually love that hire.
Good.
As a Jet fan, I also can't wait for Capri Pants Aaron Glenn to get his first dose of sits a hat on top of his head, mullet-wearing Wink Martindale, who just gets in his face and goes, "Are you stupid?" Because it's going to happen. I won't be shocked if it happens by the end of the day. And I'm here for it. That defense can't get any worse.
So he's got a chance to change things then?
He's there right now. He did a second interview on site, and he's going to be. I just got a text message about 15 minutes ago of Wink Martindale's going to be the new defense coordinator of the Jets.
Mm-hmm. But you think this can change something for the Jets?
It can't get worse.
Just being a 1-year rental.
Oh, I think everybody with the Jets is a 1-year rental anyway.
Absolutely.
So my question is, can Wink Martindale take what I believe will be two pretty good young talents that they're going to get at 2 and 16 to play on that defense? Can you coach them up for a year before we get their ultimate solution in a year?
Mm-hmm.
Where you get the final hire a year from now? Because it's Aaron Glenn's got 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot on a banana peel. You said something about Todd Bowles being on the hottest seat in the NFL.
Yeah.
Disagree for the square. It's Aaron Glenn by a lot. The only thing that saved him this year was how much Woody Johnson likes him.
Right.
I have it on good authority. There's somebody else in that ownership group that doesn't.
Really?
I do laugh that everybody in
everybody
in the chat's telling me it can get worse. You know what that tells me? You did not watch the December New York Jets, who gave up the most points in the history of the NFL and did not have a takeaway.
Well, I mean, wins and losses, I guess it could get worse. I mean, you could win 0 games.
Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to win 0 games. I want to go 0-17. Let Wink Martindale coach up the young guys on defense. Fire dumbass Aaron Glenn. And then we actually get a coach a year from now because we have the number 1 pick in a great quarterback class.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm tired of? Seeing the quarterback at 1 and I'm sitting at 2. Going, hey, maybe we could draft Arvell Reese, who I'm not nearly as high on as anybody else.
Right. Yeah, I think that's – I think this goes back to what we were talking about with the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, though, was you said everybody with the Jets is a 1-year rental, right? I've said the same thing about Tampa Bay. Like, who wants to come be the OC down here for a year, knowing that you're going to get fired next year when the head coach gets fired? Pittsburgh Steeler fans wanted a long-term solution. They didn't get it.
Oh, Joshua
They didn't
Penix.
get anything to be happy about.
It's fine. You're going to be in the playoffs next year, or at least competitive for it.
Woo.
Yeah. Joshua Penix, he said it could get worse. You could go 7-10 and keep Aaron Glenn. That's the meanest thing any of y'all have ever said to me. I'm going to have to go into my safe space in the next commercial break and cry for a good 3 minutes before we do the next segment.
Welcome to the Todd Bowles.
Also,
you've been bowled.
Also, if the Jets go 7-10, there are at least 5 NFL planes that disappeared into the Bermuda Triangle that we're going to have to investigate. Unless the Jets play in the MAC next year and they get to play Toledo and Akron, they ain't winning 7 games.
Well, look, you still got the Raiders. You still got
the Raiders would kick us aggressively in the face.
Okay. We've got another super chat here.
We do.
Sorry, I was trying to find that button. There we go.
Money from the money tree.
And it's from Sir Jimothy. And Sir Jimothy says, how do ghosts have clothes? Are there ghost stores? What?
I'm assuming he's talking about Sam Darnold with all the seeing ghosts. I saw one of him dressed up like a Ghostbuster where he was sucking the ghost in and
That's
had
a good
clothes
one.
on.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's.
Look,
I mean,
that's
the ghost thing.
You said.
Here's the thing. the ghost thing was like pre Joe Biden. Okay, like we've done the ghost thing to death. All right, we've lived a lot of life since then. I think we can get over that.
Can we though?
Yeah, he's in a Super Bowl, so you should get over it pretty quick.
No, I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah, you should.
That's a thing you said, and you'll never live that down. because we can't unhear that.
No, you should unhear it when he starts in the Super Bowl. You know who's never done that? Whole mess of quarterbacks that a lot of you still think are better than him, including but not limited to Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, I heard that earlier and I went, oh, I hadn't pieced that together yet.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, Sam. You're on the same wavelength as Brock Purdy. Just saying. He did the same thing.
Tank, I'm going to level with you. in a life where you have said some dumb stuff, that's the dumbest thing you've ever said.
That's not even close to true.
That Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold are on the same wavelength? Yes. I guess
In that sense, yes.
Oh, you were only. Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were going way deeper than that.
He started a Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. I thought that was you're still comparing those two as talents.
No.
Okay, that's not the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Are you kidding me? I just compared Sam last hour to this era's Brett Favre, and that was not a slight at all.
Oh, that's good.
At all.
That's a good point.
Look, I'm on board. I'm on board. He's proved me wrong. I talk all the smack because it's still funny to me. And yeah, I get where everybody's at with the Ghostbuster thing. I will never unhear you saying that. Just like, there are other quarterbacks who have embarrassing things that have happened to them. I'll never forget that Lamar Jackson had to go poo-poo one time.
Oh, that is a good point.
Never forget it.
He had the little kid bow-legged into the locker room. I forgot about that.
100%.
Gambit fan in the chat said, Jeremy, for a comedian, you have a sarcasm detection problem. Now, right now, I'm not going to lie to you. You know why? Because I've been trapped in the walls of this house for 3 days. I'm not even 100% sure all of you people are even here. I think I might be having a fever dream because, frankly, this last 5 days could almost not have gone worse. If our Dudley's Activation Friday had not been so unbelievably good, this would have been the greatest loss in the history of this show because it's just been a disaster.
Yeah. Thanks, Mother Nature.
Yeah. All you people that tell me about snow, this will be the week I remind you of. Do you remember that time that Jeremy almost lost his mind in Dallas, Texas? We're in that time.
Yeah. You're in the Sportsocracy as well here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. We'll be right back after this.
All across the Tar Heels.
And you're clear.
On the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, Kellen in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow, 3-0, but net from the rookie. The triple. He'll try another triple. Counted.
Home of the 6-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Run a business and not thinking about podcasting? Think again. More Americans listen to podcasts than ad-supported streaming music from Spotify and Pandora. And as the #1 podcaster, iHeart's twice as large as the next two combined. So whatever your customers are into, true crime, sports, comedy, culture, they'll hear your message. Plus, only iHeart can extend your message to audiences across broadcast radio. And all this reach means everything. Just think about the universal marketing formula. The number of consumers who hear your message times the response rate equals the results. Now let's get those results growing for you. Think podcasting can help your business? Think iHeart. Streaming, radio, and podcasting. Let us show you at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com. Or call 844-844-iHeart. One more time, call 844-844-iHeart and get podcasting working for you.
Jesus didn't live passively. He lived on a rescue mission. As we step into the new year, the Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow podcast reminds us that God has called us to more, to live on purpose and rise as conquerors. As followers of Christ, we're called to do the same because discipline may be painful in the moment, but it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search The Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow, and listen now.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-77.
Nope.
343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
The Sportsocracy.
What are you people? On dope?
Back in the Sportsocracy, this is ESPN Asheville. I'm Tank Spencer, and, it's pretty cold around the mountains right now. You know what would really warm you up, though? If you decide to get out a little bit, the roads aren't as bad anymore, and things are kind of dried out. You can safely drive yourself down to Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, get some of that brisket chili. Holy cow. If you haven't had it, you absolutely have to try it. You won't regret it. You just get a little cup to go along with whatever you order from there. Because everything on that menu is the best thing you will put in your mouth today. Not even close. Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue is the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy, and they want you to come down and enjoy the big game with them. February the 8th, New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks will be going at it, and they'll have the game on. So you can go on down and get you some barbecue, have you some libations, and enjoy the game. 135 Cox Avenue. It's on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. The Back Alley Bar, that is the place you want to go for all of your sports watching entertainment. And they also have a secondary place down in South Asheville inside Sweeten Creek Brewing on Sweeten Creek Road. Just go to BearsBBQ.com to learn more. Jeremy, you said that what I said a second ago about Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold was the dumbest thing you think I ever said.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
However,
who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
This is now the dumbest thing I've ever said. Shedeur Sanders is a Pro Bowler.
Shedeur Sanders is closer to a Pro Bowler than a Pro Bowler.
The NFL continuing to prove that this is the worst exhibition in all of sports. The Pro Bowl will now include Shedeur Sanders as a backup because nobody else could have made it, right? There was no one else we could have pulled from. Just let's get that guy who threw 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions and had a QBR of 18. Mm-hmm. This is worse than the time they made Tyler Huntley a Pro Bowler.
I will never make fun of Tyler Huntley's Pro Bowl appearance ever again.
Exactly. Right.
Because somehow we officially got to the worst quarterback in the NFL is a Pro Bowler. This is the death of the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
it's been a slow, agonizing death, but we're officially there. It is dead.
I want to propose a change for the Pro Bowl.
Just stop it.
that well, I mean, look, if you're going to keep doing it and you're going to make you're going to make a mockery of the whole situation, then why don't you just let other people play? Like, you should hold a fan contest to let guys like me and Jeremy come play in the Pro Bowl.
Oh, yeah. We should have a celebrity game.
Right. If you're allowing Shedeur Sanders to play in the Pro Bowl, please start inviting other people that we'd rather watch play football. Number one on that list might be Joy Behar. I would probably rather watch her play football than watch Shedeur frickin' Sanders out there playing in a quote-unquote all-star game when he's not even a one-star quarterback. It just drives me so insane because you try on and on and on to tell us that this is something that you care about, and then you continually prove us wrong.
So when we've been stuck in the house here, I've been watching a lot of documentaries on Netflix. I just watched the Unreal, the WWE documentary.
Yeah.
It just came out with some new episodes. One of the episodes they did was when Jelly Roll teamed up with Randy Orton to take on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Jelly Roll is closer to Hulk Hogan than Shedeur Sanders is to a Pro Bowl quarterback. Any first-shot Pro Bowl quarterback in my lifetime is further away from Shedeur Sanders than Jelly Roll is from The Rock.
I cannot tell you the last time that I even cared enough to remember when the Pro Bowl was on and to even turn it on my television.
So does that mean the email I got from the NFL, believe that was either early this morning or last night, I can't remember which one, that since we're not going to the Super Bowl, they'll let us cover the Pro Bowl. Does that mean that you're out?
I would rather interview for the Cleveland Browns head coaching job and have to write 7 essays on how I could change that franchise rather than go to the Pro Bowl.
I'll go one step further. I'd rather interview in Minnesota for the Minnesota Lynx job. That joke had so many layers, and I meant it. Like, I meant it. 100% I meant it.
All right, Charles Barkley. Let's calm down here.
Needs some adults in that city. I heard what he said.
Yeah.
I know what he said.
Yeah. Charles ain't afraid.
He is not afraid.
He'll tell you. He'll tell you what he's thinking, even if he shouldn't. Shedeur Sanders, your newest Pro Bowl quarterback replacement. And the NFL continues to just go, maybe somebody will watch it.
I believe we have to take another commercial break, but I believe it's time for us to talk about the other game that happened.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to say some things that some fan bases are not going to like.
Mm-hmm.
And Tank may not like some of it, but I believe it.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville.
Clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
More sunshine now as we get into the afternoon. We'll have to worry more about the refreeze tonight in some spots. A gusty wind today will make 25 not feel like 25. Tonight, about some clouds around early, then clear. Very bitter cold. Air temperature single digits above zero. Some spots will be below zero. Wind chills will be below zero. Bundle up tomorrow. Sunshine in the morning. Sunny in the afternoon up near 40. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
You set off on a journey of self-development. You practice patience in mountain monasteries. You discovered discipline running across the driest deserts and found your focus beneath the surface of frozen lakes. All while squashed into someone's armpit on the train. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover well-being titles on Audible.
Listening to your favorite podcast
and taking your favorite radio station with you to the gym or across the country?
That's one app.
The free iHeartRadio app.
Stop paying for apps you don't need.
Rediscover the app that's probably already on your phone. iHeartRadio.
The #1 app for radio.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
Is that not supposed to be weird?
The Sportsocracy.
Yeah, probably.
Athletes better because they're better people.
That's not fair. Life isn't fair, kiddo. Get used to it.
And we're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Jeremy helpfully pointed out that was supposed to be the weird intro there. Do you have a weird story pulled up to tell us about?
I did. I can't tell you that I do now.
He was like, we're skipping it. It's fine. We can skip it. It's fine. So you said you wanted to talk about the other game.
Mm-hmm.
Which other game are you talking about? The Seattle game? The Seattle-LA game?
Oh, yeah, I do want to tell my weird story. We'll do it at the end of this segment. I totally forgot. I forgot all about it, and it's so funny because it's so close to here. We'll do it at the end of the segment.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to talk about Denver and New England.
Okay, Denver and New England.
I'm going to say some stuff, and you tell me when I say something that's not accurate.
Okay.
Denver was not particularly good yesterday.
Yeah, I agree.
Drake May's pretty well been awful in the playoffs.
Yeah.
New England's been winning in spite of him, not because of him.
Okay.
The two best teams in the NFL played last night, not yesterday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to see if we were on the same page.
Yes.
Look, New England should be the happiest fan base in the world. Seattle, a very close second. They were both 60-1 in the preseason, which I'm not going to lie to you, blows my mind that New England was that high.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that this morning on Get Up, and it blew my mind that they were both 60-1. I would have thought New England was 600-1.
No, they were supposed to be better. They just weren't supposed to be this good.
I remember how much flack I got for saying they were going to make the playoffs. After we looked at the schedule, I went, yeah, I don't see any way they don't.
Right. So what was your point there?
Okay, we have a Shanahanism that I have to read just solely because it's hilarious.
Okay, all right. Well, let's just a second here.
It's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money. I do this for my hustle, love the hustle all day.
It's from Kevin Mullen, the king of the Shanahanism. He said Shanahan gave Christian McCaffrey Viagra before last night's game. CMC got confused. Kyle Shanahan said it's better to run on 3 legs versus 2. Question, are the Jets the farm team for the Seattle Seahawks? Yes, they are. They are. They've had several Jets players in Seattle, and Sam Darnold, not the least of those. Jamal Adams, been a handful of others. And it just makes me sad. It does make me happy when Jet players go and succeed elsewhere, because we're dead on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Well, it just confirms everything you thought. You thought Sam Darnold was a really good quarterback prospect. He did not look like that when he went to play for the New York Jets. And he didn't look like that until about a year ago.
Stephen Tao has a really good point, Tank. The Shanahanisms need their own button.
Okay.
I mean, since you're in the studio and nobody else is going to show up this week because I'm out of town and everybody else is chilly.
Yeah, they're afraid of the cold.
They're afraid to believe that it's cold outside. I'll give you something to do in the mornings after in between Mark's show and ours.
Right.
Because I'm going to go out on a limb and say, although Mark did show up today, I'm not giving Mark enough credit.
He did, yeah. I mean, he stayed here last night. He got home last night. We went home at the same time, and he got back to Black Mountain, and it was much worse in Black Mountain than it was over here. And to the point where there were still like 6 cars at the intersection, all facing different ways at his road. And he was like, well, I'm not going to be able to get out of here. So he came and stayed last night and bolted immediately after the show today. So, I mean, I do have to give him his props.
For sure.
Look, you know, there are essential personnel around here, and apparently there's only 2 of us.
Well, I'm certainly not essential. I am the most superfluous member of the iHeart Asheville team.
That's right. Like when you're listing off essential personnel in the building, Jeremy is the Shedeur Sanders pick of that guy. Let's take that guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just power ranked iHeart Asheville in my head, and that's something that needs to die on the vine in my head. That never needs to be said out loud, ever.
I was going to say, let's not go there. So the game yesterday between the Patriots and the Broncos, your takeaway was that those are not 2 of the best teams in the NFL.
I think New England is good. The defense is carrying them. The defense played really well yesterday. It helped that they were playing against Jared Stidham.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any physical way the New England Patriots win this game, short of Drake May is a completely different person than he's been in the first 3 weeks of the playoffs. Because that defense is going to come after him with fire of 1,000 suns, and Will Campbell has regressed. I think New England's falling victim to something that I've seen a lot of teams fall victim to. I think you are so young that you have a lot of these guys, they've never played this many games in their life, and now they're hitting a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Drake's hitting a wall. You asked me yesterday what happened to Will Campbell. I think he hit a wall. The season has been very long.
Absolutely dogged during the Texans game. And then yesterday, I mean, there were several times where you went, God, he's chasing him again. Well, for some reason, he just can't stay in front of him.
I firmly believe Seattle is going to beat the absolute heber-jeebers out of the Patriots. Mm-hmm. I really do. And I love Mike Vrabel. I think if I was voting for Coach of the Year, it would be Vrabel. I finally have gotten to that point. Not because of what happened in the playoffs. I just have finally gotten to a point of he's done the best job. Because this team, the crazy thing is that they still have money. And they're still going to be able to put pieces on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just going to get better as they get older. The fact they're in the Super Bowl is a testament to Mike Vrabel. I think the Seahawks are the best team in the league. I've said that for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and from the start of this winning streak on, I have said I don't think anybody is beating Seattle. New England, Denver was one of the 5 grossest games I've ever watched in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I think combined, would you have 300 some odd yards of total offense?
Something like that.
That's brutal. That is brutal. And this reminds me of the mid-'90s when the Buffalo Bills lost those 3 Super Bowls in a row. It's because the NFC was so much better than the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, it falls into that. 2 best teams in this league played last night. Yeah. Unequivocally for me.
I would agree. I have said it for a while that I feel like the winner of the NFC was going to be the champion. And Seattle looks like an unstoppable force at the moment.
Yeah, your total yards yesterday in New England, Denver, 387.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold almost threw for that many yards. They had 23 first downs between them.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, hell, Matthew Stafford did throw for that, didn't he?
There was not one first down off penalties in that game. That is shocking to me.
There sure was in the LA Seattle game though.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, Reek Woolen picked a bad time to have a bad time.
Oh, and I was so afraid that was going to beat Seattle because they literally went.
Mm-hmm.
I called that as soon as it happened. I was like, if I'm Sean McVay, I'm going to the end zone, and I'm going to the end zone on Reek Woolen. And, well, I'll be dad Jim if that's not exactly what he did.
Yep. What did you say that you were going to say something that made other fan bases mad? What was that about?
New England's a Super Bowl team that's not a Super Bowl team. I couldn't stop thinking about this yesterday. If Buffalo was here, I'd have taken Buffalo to beat both those teams yesterday. Not because I think they're better, but because they're just better equipped for this. Now, no New England Patriot fan should be apologizing for that.
They're better equipped for what? A snow
that
globe game?
Snowy, god-awful – I hate snow games.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most overrated thing in sports that people love. Hey, look, nobody can run. So we're out here. We look like 53 lumberjacks out here wearing snow boots. It's dumb. It's so dumb to me. We take an entire season and then we boil it down to a game where nobody can run. I mean, the fastest 40 on that field yesterday was a 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid. It is a stupid thing that we do.
You
and
think
it makes me
cancel
so angry. Do I think what now?
You think they should cancel that game? They should have postponed that game to play it tomorrow or
No, I think there will come a
today,
time in my lifetime where it becomes mandatory that you build a dome. I really do.
Why?
Because it's awful television. I mean, I can't wait to see the number. I'll guarantee you Seattle and LA dog walked Patriots, Broncos, and both those teams are more popular than the other two in the NFC. It's just not fun to watch. I mean, you're watching two offenses that can't get out of their own way. Kickers can't kick. You got wind going 20 miles an hour sideways. And what anybody feels about what I just said, I don't really care. I know the people that make these decisions in the league, and I promise you, if they find a way away from this, they will. I know how many discussions we've had about snow in Dallas this week. It's the first time it snowed in the state in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they're even talking about moving the Shrine out of here. I don't think they'll do it because at some point we're going to get common sense that goes, this is a once in 20 years problem. But in terms of these championship games, we don't play Super Bowls in this for a reason. The travel's insane. It doesn't look good. It's dumb. It's a dumb thing we do. Oh, but I like the way it looks. They couldn't even figure out how to put the yardage markers on the screen yesterday. They tried 10 different things to make this palatable for the consumer, and they couldn't do it. And you can say I'm an old man yelling at clouds. I don't care.
Sure.
We had if I'm a Denver fan, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, but I'm pissed today. This became a snow globe game. We can't move. It's 10-7. They scored 10 points before the snow really started. And, yeah, we had options. I think that's why Sean Payton came out and said what he said. I should have taken the points. Mm-hmm. But to tell me that is in any way a microcosm of the season, and we know definitively that the best team won, you're just full of sheep excrement. It's just not true.
You should be built for the elements. And if you can't win in the elements, then that's a wrinkle of the game.
Yeah, it's a stupid wrinkle of the game.
It's stupid.
It makes me angry that Buffalo was allowed to build a stadium in Buffalo that didn't have a dome. Because those games are garbage, and you know I'm right.
I don't.
Oh, but look, it's so pretty.
I completely disagree.
Do you know how many times you said how bad that game was last night? Because, see, I actually paid attention. I heard you say it 6 separate times of this is awful. It is horrible television. So you can sit here on your high horse all you want to. I have receipts, big boy. It was terrible. It was awful football, and you know it. We played 19 weeks of football to get to 106 dudes playing in an ice storm with a frozen field with bad footing, and nobody can do a thing. It's awful. And people defend it, and it blows my mind because it's the same people that defend it that complain about it. That game was terrible yesterday. Fact or fiction?
It was not fun to watch it.
It was terrible. And it was made terribler by snow. It wouldn't have been good if you played it in at Sandals, Costa Rica, because neither one of those teams is all that great. They were just the one that survived the AFC. You put it in a blizzard, and it is eye broccoli. It's just a dumb thing we do. Mm-hmm. And I get it. You earned the right to have it in your stadium. Mile High is a mile high. It's 5,300 feet up, 5,280 or whatever it is.
Right, that's the reason we say home field advantage is so important, because you want to have that game.
I'd still maintain the NFL is a television product, and they did not like what they got yesterday. And it ain't the first time.
That's fine. They will never demand everybody have domes.
Oh, I'm talking about on new stadiums. When you pitch a new stadium, it will have a dome on it. That's coming. But I mean, we're already kind of there, because if you build a new stadium, it doesn't have a dome, you're not getting a Super Bowl. So really, to build one, you kind of have to be an idiot. Or you have to be Buffalo that goes, this gives us such a home field advantage. Well, it's such a home field advantage, you've never won a Super Bowl. So I don't think it's that big of an advantage.
Well, they can't ever play at home. That's their problem.
Well, I mean, the Super Bowl's never played at home. So, and I guess that's even a bigger thing. You said a team should be built for playing in the playoffs.
For the elements, yeah.
You know what's funny? Neither one of the teams that we have left is built to play in the elements. Exactly. Neither one of them. New England's been awful in it twice.
Mm-hmm.
I've sat here and watched it both times. They've been awful in the elements because Drake May is not good in snow. Sam Darnold is laughably bad in snow. He doesn't play in any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Both run well. Seattle better than New England. I would say more consistently than New England. Probably not better. They're not built for snow. You know who's built for snow? Baltimore, who didn't get here.
Mm-hmm.
A whole mess of other teams that did not get here. So that's the infuriating part, is that we play this entire season in a time that snow doesn't matter. Then when the season actually comes down to it, we're playing snow globe games. That's dumb. From a television point of view, that's dumb. When that's what this is. It's a television product. It's the reason it's so popular. They don't care about the people in that stadium. I've told you this for years.
Sure. Yeah.
They could care less.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was absolutely awful. It was one of the 5 worst games I've ever watched in my life. There was absolutely no skill to this whatsoever. New England was playing keep away from Denver. I know for a fact, I don't read lips particularly well. I know they had a picture of Mike Vrabel at one point, and he looked at the punter and said, just keep it in play. That's all I care about. Do not punt this thing out of bounds.
Yep.
Because I just want to keep them on the plus side of the 50, on our plus side of the 50, so on their negative side. Because they're not going to gain 50 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to watch that? And I know this is an unpopular opinion. I can't see the chat right now, but I'm sure I'm getting crucified, and I couldn't care less if I tried.
No, we get it.
It'd be like the NBA saying, you know what? We play the entire season, and then screw it. In the NFL, in the playoffs, when it's 200 degrees outside, we're playing outside. Yeah, Miami, it's 140 degrees outside. Because you're going to say, well, they're in cold weather cities. Yeah, but it's not cold until December. You don't get any of this until December, and then it becomes a huge deal in the playoffs. That's dumb.
Well, that's not true. I mean, we get snowstorms in these places in the fall.
Hey, how many snow games do we have this year before December 1?
I don't know. 1?
0.
Maybe?
It's 0.
Okay.
Where there was accumulating snow on the field, we didn't have 1.
Mm-hmm.
College football playoff. Did you notice we don't play any of those games in places where it could snow? There's a reason for that. And if we did, it's in a dome. Although, ironically enough, one of those was played in the city I'm in, and I'm watching snow melt off the gutters as we speak.
Then we just go to conference championship games. Now have to be a neutral site. No more home field advantage.
I would be perfectly fine with that.
I'm sure you would.
I don't want to watch. I have no desire to watch that. If I'd not been doing a live stream with you, I figured out how that game was going with probably 5 minutes ago in the third quarter. I probably wouldn't even watch the rest of it.
Yep.
Because I don't care. There wasn't one memorable play the entire time other than Borregales kicking a field goal that wouldn't have been good from any point on the field. And Will Lutz trying to kick one in a frozen parking lot.
Yep.
It's just bad. It's a bad product.
Maybe they should have postponed it. Postponed it to today. And then you could have it as a standalone.
I would be fine. I'm not opining that. But I don't ever want
there has
that.
to be a solution somehow.
Oh, there's a solution, but nobody will like it.
Oh, God, I can't wait to hear this.
Well, absolutely no one will like this.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you've already said it. Conference championship games are played on a neutral site. We play them in a dome.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go closest dome to you. That's fine. I have no issue with that. Because the NFL's made this perfectly clear. We do not care about this game being in your stadium. The Super Bowl. We've seen one Super Bowl with snow. We'll never do it again.
Then why do they still do it if they don't care?
What do you mean?
Why do they give people home field advantage if they don't care?
Why? You're not listening to what I'm saying. I said they don't care about the people in the stadium. I wasn't talking about the team. They do it because it is an advantage to the team. It wasn't an advantage yesterday. It was not an advantage to the Denver Broncos yesterday. I can tell you that much.
I mean, it should have been. I mean, that has to be part of your calculation as a cold weather team.
Sure.
We need to be good at this.
Oh, well,
if you're not good at this, I mean, that's just on you.
Well, we had 2 cold weather teams yesterday. They're not good at this.
Mm-hmm.
So they both miscalculated. I guess New England just calculated a little better.
Sure. It's whoever can make the play that wins the game. And New England made the plays to win the game.
Yep. With 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. The rest of that game was literally completely irrelevant. And I cannot wait to see the ratings.
The field goal till with like 7 minutes to go, right?
The field. You said this exact same thing yesterday. He'd have missed it whether it was blocked or not. He was going to push it right. It got hit by a hand and it just went up short.
I mean, I thought so.
He was missing that field goal anyway. That thing was hung so far out to the right that there's no shot he was making that. He kicked 3 times in the second half, and not one of them was even close.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad television. Gross. I mean, somebody tell me I'm lying that was eye broccoli. Because I got about 10 of you in my Twitter mentions going, this game has sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with you.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. Back on an Overreaction Monday after this.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
I'm not gonna lie, that was slightly manufactured anger, but I'm trying. I mean, I'm trying not to put my head in the oven. So.
A gusty wind today will make 25 not feel like 25. Tonight, by some clouds around.
And I have to do 3 back-to-back interviews after this?
Single digits above zero. Some spots will be below zero. Wind chills will be below zero. Bundle up tomorrow. Sunshine in the morning. Sunny in the afternoon up near 40. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western.
All right, we went long there. We'll be back at like 03.
All right, bro. I can't see the
Please.
clock, so
They're
that's on
built
me.
differently.
No, I should have been watching it. I peeked up and saw it and was like, you know what? We're going to continue this thought.
Yeah, my bad.
At
I
Howard
can't.
Hanna
My
Beverly
computer is
Hanks.
way away
You're
from me,
all
and this table weighs 400 pounds.
It's all good.
Will sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Back in a few.
Oh, nice. Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted each year. Help police by not escalating. Address any complaints after the encounter. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. Learn more at nationalpolice.org.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
This is where it starts. Where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
At Ingalls, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at Park.
Here we go. ID coming up.
That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK.
You got the cue to call next.
Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the England studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
We're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. Today is
Overreaction Monday.
Jeremy's live down in Dallas. Hasn't really been able to do much with all of the winter weather. We haven't been able to do much here either with all of the winter weather here in western North Carolina. It is still freezing cold all over the place, apparently. Who'da thunk it? But here we are. Dallas and Asheville have the same damn weather at the moment, which is crazy.
Nuts.
It's crazy.
It's just nuts.
I feel like we should have just postponed the show. We should have done this at a different time when it's not so cold.
Well, we don't do the show outside there, Magoo. If we did the show outside, you rest assured we would have canceled it because I ain't going outside in this. I haven't broken the threshold of the door in 2 days.
Well, I mean, that happens when the door's frozen shut.
Gary Burt said Jeremy's worst nightmare, slight inconvenience. Bro, I can't tell you this aggressively enough. If this is a slight inconvenience, I'd kill to see what a major one looked like. In an event that we prepped for 4 solid weeks, spent quite a bit to get here, and have not been able to do anything. And, oh, by the way, I about froze to death last night. So, yeah, this is not a slight inconvenience.
That's right. Megan got him back for all of us. Turned the heat off in his room.
Oh, my God. I got up there last night. It was 55 degrees in my room.
Yes. God, that makes me so happy. Wish I'd have had a live video of your face when you walked in that room. Like, oh, it's so cold in here. Like, yeah, see how the rest of us feel when we travel with you, Jeremy? Put the air conditioner on 60. Stop that.
Gary said major inconveniences would be no heat. Well, the heat in this place is terrible, and every window and door lets in cold air, and it's 12 outside. The electricity did stay on, so we've been lucky there. And we have, thankfully, we had Dudley's kept us. If it wasn't for Dudley's, we would have had no food. Because every grocery store in this city was completely destroyed by the time we landed here.
Right.
We ordered a delivery order. We got like cheese, butter, some coffee creamer, 1 pack of brats. That was the one thing of meat. There was no bread. We got 2 potatoes. I mean, I felt like we were coming out of a bread line. Yes, I understand first world problems. Gambit fan said he has to go to Dudley's. I highly recommend it, and we will be there, hopefully for a non-snowy Shrine Bowl next year.
We have a super chat in the YouTube comments.
Money. Yes, I'm talking about money.
It's from Red Sea, and he says, Jeremy, thoughts on the Michael LaFleur hire that Arizona's probably going to make in the next few days?
I hope he's better than when he was with the Jets. There's my. I've also heard he's going to get an arranged marriage with a DC, which will probably be Raheem Morris.
I'll bet he's not.
That what? He's not better?
That he's not better.
It'd be hard to be worse. 2 years around LaFleur, he's got to be at least, or not LaFleur, McVay. He's got to at least partially be better than he was with us.
Maybe.
They've struggled to hire a coach there. I'm not sure why either.
Well, I mean, we talked about this the other day. Why would you want to work for that organization?
Well, it's not as bad. That one's not as bad as some of the others. It's not as bad as Cleveland.
No. But still, it comes, for me, it always comes back to what do I want this to be my shot? Because I don't want to end up in the same position 2 years from now where you're talking about, well, that guy may never get a job again. Because that's where taking jobs with organizations like this tend to end up. Steve Wilkes. You remember that name?
Ugh. Yeah, I mean, look,
Steve
it's the
Wilkes
Bidwells.
gets the Arizona Cardinals job, and we went, nope.
It's the Bidwells. I still think Arizona could do better than LaFleur, and I still think they will. I still don't think he's getting that job, but I've been wrong before. I do have to. We have another super chat, and then but first there is something I have to take issue with that was said in the in the chat. Okay. We have a lot of people from northern states that listen to this show.
Mm-hmm.
One of whom is Randy. Randy's a very bright guy. Randy's one of my favorite people. But he said something that always hits a nerve in my head when people from the north say this. He said, Southerners get a little cold and ice and talk about a winter storm. Y'all don't know about winter storms. Let me take your snow plows away and see how you handle it. Do you know how many snow plows there are in the state of Texas? Because I'll give you a hint. From the DOT, it's 0. They said that on the news here 2-3 days ago.
They don't even.
They have salt trucks. They have no snow plows. So everything that fell, they can't do anything with it. So literally, there's not a cleared road in the entire state.
Yep. All you got to do.
We're not prepared for them. That's the difference. Yes, you get more snow than us. You also have snow plows. Trust me, I've lived in a northern state. It shoots snow 20 feet. We don't have that. We get thankfully in Asheville, we have the Chainsaw Brothers. They have a snow plow. That's about it. And
Red
down
C
here,
says that
it's
sounds
worse.
Like a you problem.
It totally is. It is. You are better equipped for that than we are.
Yeah.
Texas is the worst prepared state I've ever been in. And I spent a winter month in the state of Louisiana. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it got worse than that. It does.
Why would you prepare for it if it never happens?
It never, ever happens.
Especially when you have that much space. That's another thing. Like, people complain about North Carolina roads not being plowed and stuff like that. You realize that North Carolina has more roads mileage-wise, or almost as many roads as Texas does.
Yeah.
We're actually number 2 in the country behind Texas on the amount of roads, the mileage of roads that we have, especially state-maintained roads. And that's another thing to consider. Why would Texas ever prepare for something like this? Because you would have to have ungodly amounts of equipment to cover that whole state.
He also said nothing on Shedeur being a Pro Bowler. We talked about that in the last hour.
Yeah.
We laughed about it. We said they should cancel the Pro Bowl, and then I said they should stop having games in cold weather places for championships. We gave the Pro Bowl the attention that it deserved, which is not many. And Shedeur confirmed that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is officially jumping the shark. If it wasn't enough for you when Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowler, this should be the final straw that breaks the camel's back. That makes you go, oh, yeah, this is dumb. We should never do this again. Don't ever pay attention to it. Don't ever I mean, there's no reason. I mean, I still haven't ever viewed one of the challenges, right? The special mini games that they play now that was supposed to be like the replacement for the All-Star Saturday Night or whatever it used to be. I know that was the NBA, but I can't think of it. The quarterback competition, all that stuff, the frivolous stuff that they did. I still haven't watched that since they changed the rules.
Oh, yeah.
It's just useless.
The quarterback club is still undefeated. It was also a low-key, great Super Nintendo game.
I didn't even know they made a game.
Oh, it's so good. I still play it on an emulator from time to time. So
really?
Good. Oh, yeah, it's good. That and American Gladiators. Two of the most underrated Super Nintendo games of all time.
Yes.
If you actually hit that target in assault, I think NASA contacted you. If you hit that target in assault, you should be flying spaceships because it was impossible to hit. I played it 1,000 times. I think I hit it once.
Right. Yeah, no, Stephen Tao, we're done. We're no more making fun of Tyler Huntley.
Nope. Tyler Huntley gets a reprieve.
Shedeur Sanders is now the all-time low for the Pro Bowl.
Yep.
Did they call Trevor Lawrence? Did they even try?
Oh, I'm sure they did. Well, I mean, Trevor's in it.
Is he?
I think he had to be replaced. I believe every quarterback was placed because I know Josh Allen was in it, Drake May's in the Super Bowl, and Trevor was the third one. I think they were ready to replace all three.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a joke. We have a super chat as well.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
It's from Fish MRE, who said, Jeremy, now that the Chargers officially gotten Mike McDaniel as the OC, any little birdies out there on who the DC will be? So I don't feel like I've done a great job of explaining this. The Shrine Bowl, first of all, we haven't been around the facility as much as I wanted to be. You don't get as much NFL information. There's a lot of college, like draft prospect information around here. Next week at Senior, that's where I'll start hearing a lot of those things. It's a big job fair. So just being in restaurants around Mobile, I'll figure out who's having dinner with who. Somebody saw somebody having dinner, and I'll have way better info for you, probably starting Wednesday when I'm back. I will not be here tomorrow. Cowboy Zach Hurst will be.
Go ahead.
Cowboy Zach Hurst will be with Tank for this show tomorrow.
The fact that 15 media members showed up for the practices.
8.
Tells you everything you need.
8 was the count for today.
8?
Mm-hmm. And I'm convinced they either slept in the Star or they're staying at that little sleep and stab motel that's right beside it.
Mm-hmm. Just walked right over there. Just don't want to miss anything. When you told me that they were sending you video of the practices, I went, I'd never have to go there again.
Oh, and I'll be honest with you, it was fine. Because now I can go back and watch it. I will be telling the people at the Senior Bowl, hey, you should think about that because that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It also keeps us from bootlegging footage that you get mad about. If you send it to us, we don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't commit a crime if you commit it for us.
It's true. It's true. It's like giving permission. You're in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back on an Overreaction Monday after this.
Every weekday.
Clear.
This is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness! Oh, nice.
Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again. Because more people are listening to the radio and iHeart today than they were 20 years ago. And only iHeart Broadcast Radio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, social, any other media. Even twice as many teens than TikTok. And that reach means everything. Just think about the universal marketing formula. The number of consumers who hear your message times the response rate equals the results. Now let's get those results growing for your business. Radio's here now more than ever, and iHeart's leading the way. Think radio can help your business? Think iHeart. Streaming, podcasting, and radio, where the reach is real. Let us show you at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com. Or call 844-844-iHeart. One more time, just call 844-844-iHeart and get radio working for you.
Before it was vintage, it was a revolution. This smells like the 90s. A decade that tore up the rulebook and defined a new world of alternative. Nirvana, Alanis, Pearl Jam, Weezer, No Doubt, and more. With commercial-free weekends. It's favorite era just a tap away. Open the free iHeartRadio app and listen now.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time, the moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to bearsbbq.com.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
That is some good, clean family fun there, eh, Cot?
It is ESPN Asheville. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. You can follow us everywhere on the social medias at the Sportsocracy. It is day 27 of Flostradamus' trip to Texas.
Yeah, I've actually been recording a captain's log of my descent into madness.
Oh, good. Just stuck down in Dallas.
We also recorded a handful of videos called Excrements You See on the Road, of just random stuff that's in this Airbnb that's blown my mind. You ever seen a light that the cord was not run through the wall? Like an overhead light that they plugged into an external power outlet. I've never seen that before. That was a new one.
Yes, I have seen that.
They tried to run it through the wallpaper, which I'm still kind of stuck on. You do know we would have been able to see. Like, even if this had worked how you wanted it to, I'd have still seen that. Mm-hmm. I think that's really the overreaching. You know we can see you, right?
Do you not remember we only had one light in Detroit? That little apartment that we stayed in?
Oh, that place was
and there was only one light in the entire big living room, and it was plugged into the wall. Like,
that place was a total excrement hole. I mean, it was Tank almost got killed at the liquor store. I was convinced he was going to get mugged at one point because he was talking to way too many people that didn't want to talk to him. Yeah, that one was not good. I will say this is a close second to Detroit. Usually Jeremy is the accommodations king. This week, we may have left a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, you took a step. Look, everybody has a bad week every now and then. It's gonna be just fine. You'll have a chance to bounce back with the Mobile portion of the trip.
That house looks pretty sweet. Got it on a nice deal. The people have been very nice. I've already seen the entire house from top to bottom because they've sent me about 20,000 pictures. Mm-hmm. They also asked me to take my shoes off at the door, which I found to be a little strange, but.
Yesterday, we had the championship games, conference championship games, AFC and the NFC. The Patriots beat the Broncos in a horrible snow globe game, 10-7, the final score. And last night, we had Sammy D, MVP. No longer Sammy D, INT. Because he hasn't turned the ball over in 3 straight games, which, I mean, is a monumental task for him. because I think he averages about 3.5 turnovers per game. And he hasn't done it in a while. So that's good news.
I believe you're still talking excrement about your NFC representative in the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, is it talking excrement or is it just fact finding?
It sounded like a little bit of excrement, to be honest.
Look, you can still be great at this game and be a walking turnover. I said in the first hour, Brett Favre proved that year in and year out. How many times was he in the MVP discussion with 14 interceptions? Only because he was so good the rest of the season. I think it was, I just went through the stats earlier today, comparing the two of them, because it struck me how this season and last season of Sam Darnold is just spot on with Brett Favre's best seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Winning 14 games. I know you say it's not a quarterback stat, but hey, he contributes to the winning.
Well,
certainly, and certainly we know what you're saying.
It's not a quarterback stat. It is an interesting part of the story.
Yes,
but it is not 100% a quarterback stat.
True. But I mean, won 14 games, threw for 30+ touchdowns, 10+ interceptions. I mean, those are very Brett Favre-like numbers.
Oh, I have a better way to say that. After I said that, I realized, no, I want to say that a different way.
Okay.
Quarterback win-loss record is a quarterback stat when you're done.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a stat that you can really ride as the career's progressing.
Mm-hmm.
Because most guys, you get to the end of their career and you go, yeah, that's pretty much who he was. Yeah, I mean, like Dak. You look at Dak's win-loss record and you go, that feels pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And where he goes for the rest of his career will kind of determine on how we remember him. But most guys, by the time the career's over, you look at the win-loss record and go, that maths.
Mm-hmm. Sammy D, INT, had 14 of them this year. That was third most in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He was tied for first in fumbles
Uh-huh.
with Baker Mayfield and somebody else. I can't remember who.
Probably Geno Smith, I had a wager.
Probably. I know Geno had
he had the most
17 interceptions. He had a lot of interceptions this year. But, yeah, I mean, Sam was third in interceptions, tied for first in fumbles. I think he was like second in lost fumbles because those numbers were different. He didn't lose all of them. But, I mean, yeah, he can be a walking turnover. He hasn't done that in the last 3 games. Threw 0 interceptions in the NFC Championship game, was unbelievably, I mean, damn near perfect. He threw, 11 incomplete passes in that whole game?
Mm-hmm.
Which is not terrible. And I think he is. I think he is the he is the modern day Brett Favre. You can't really trust him completely all the time, but chances are it's going to work out in his favor more times than it doesn't. And that's something that he never had before. He didn't have that ability when he was with the New York Jets or the Carolina Panthers or whatever, because you make a mistake with those teams and it kills you immediately. Done. Your team's not good enough to hold you up. And Sam Darnold has that now. He has a team and that's not a slight. I'm not saying that his team has to carry him because he's whatever. Turnovers matter a lot. We all know this from watching football since we were wee little babes. However, when your team is better around you, you're going to pay for those a lot less. And I think that's just where Sammy's at. It was a great win last night. He's shutting up all the doubters. And he's going to a Super Bowl. Now, the flip side of that game was Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford doesn't have much longer left in his career. And the question after losing in the NFC Championship game last night, everybody wants to know, has Matthew Stafford made a decision Or what's his decision going to be on playing again next season?
The stupidest question I've heard anybody ask in a long time was a media member asking Sean McVay, hey, do you want Matthew Stafford back next year? What kind of stupid question is that? No. You know what I want to roll with? Stetson Bennett the 5th or 4th or whatever. You know what I'd really like to turn to? Jimmy Garoppolo. That'd be fun.
Do you want him? He's a top 5 quarterback in this league right now. He's 38 years old.
Probably going to be the MVP.
I would be willing to bet a bunch that he is. Especially after Drake's late season.
Well, the votes were already in.
Drop off.
The votes were already in. So the playoffs don't mean anything to that.
I think Stafford.
Because Stafford had a late season drop off too in the regular season. That's why I think Drake's still. He's got more of a puncher's chance than I'll say Vegas is giving him.
Mm-hmm.
Your votes have to be in the Monday after the regular season.
Yeah. He did not go 46-8 though.
No, he didn't.
Which is nobody. You can't get away from that. I just feel like you got to vote for the MVP, and you got a guy who went 46 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. That's him. He is him. That is our MVP. And I don't see it. I don't see Matthew Stafford getting the MVP and walking away. One step away from the Super Bowl. One play. I was 6 yards away from going to another Super Bowl. I can't see it. Other than a revelation of, degenerative back issues or neck issues or whatever could come to light in the offseason that's medically wrong with him, barring any of that, I can't see a path where he doesn't.
I struggle to believe that. That he's going to go out this way. But, I mean, it's like he said, it's hard to answer that question 10 minutes after a loss that ends your season.
Absolutely. In the moment, I'm probably like, yeah, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this again. I mean, that would just probably be my thought of, you know what, this season's done. Well, maybe I am done.
We have a super chat before we go into the commercial break.
All right.
Show me the money, the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash.
It's from Glue Guy, Jonathan Welch.
Yay.
Because of the Sportsocracy, this has been the most epic year in sports for me. Attending the NFL draft, the Sounders, Mariners, and Seahawks in the playoffs, and now the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
He will also be joining us at the Combine and I believe the draft.
Awesome. Glue Guy.
Glue Guy. Glue Guy. He did also send a message to Megan through the live stream yesterday. Don't worry, Glue Guy will be here soon because Megan's really been the only thing that's kept us alive. I've been borderline crazy the whole time we've been here.
Fair enough. We've got the most important message of the day coming on your way.
I have a great crime story.
Great crime story.
Oh, it is so good. It's not – well, I mean, it technically is a crime, but it's not really a crime that's ever prosecuted. You should be really careful how you say things. Put it that way.
Interesting. Can't wait to find out. My crime story, most definitely a crime that you should never be able to do anywhere. We'll give you all of it coming up next here on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville.
Clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
More sunshine now as we get into the afternoon. We'll have to worry more about the refreeze tonight in some spots. A gusty wind today will make 25 not feel like 25. Tonight, we'll have some clouds around early, then clear. Very bitter cold. Air temperature single digits above zero. Some spots will be below zero. Wind chills will be below zero. Bundle up tomorrow. Sunshine in the morning. Sunny in the afternoon up near 40. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stagik.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Refresh your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Reimagine your bathroom and get up to 40% off select faucets during Lowe's Bath Savings event and transform your space. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Local radio isn't just music, it's your community.
The voices you know, the news you trust, and the conversations that matter.
It's all on the free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio. Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone.
iHeartRadio.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Selling your home? Don't sell.
Woohoo!
Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It is the time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes.
Going to Yinzertown for this one.
Yinzertown.
The Ohio Township in the Pittsburgh area. It confused me as well, but apparently there's a township called Ohio in Pittsburgh. Have you ever been there? Have you gotten in trouble in Ohio, Pennsylvania?
No.
Okay, just checking. I know you did a lot of hanging out up there in college, so just curious. So a man was walking down the street 7 o'clock in the evening on December the 28th in the Ohio Township. He was walking with his two children, ages 9 and 13, when they passed by a certain location and were disturbed at what they stumbled upon. Because what they stumbled upon were two people who had been hanging out at a place called Caliente Pizza on Beaver Street. I'm not making any of this up. They were hanging outside Caliente Pizza on Beaver Street, and apparently Robert Huffmeyer was enjoying himself a little too much with Jenna Ging. G-I-N-G. They were engaged in some sort of a sex act on the sidewalk outside a pizza parlor at 7 o'clock in the evening on December the 28th. Now, what makes this worse is that Mr. Huffmeyer, he is the local union boss for the fire department. And the female involved in this is a clerk for the local police department. And somehow these two people went, you know what? Sidewalk's a good place for this, especially seeing as how Mr. Huffmeyer is married with 3 children. They've both been arrested Oh, they weren't arrested in front of the place, by the way, because I think the dad probably said something as he's walking by with his, young children. The dad probably said something, and they decided, we'll just take it down the street. So they found them in a car about less than a block away from the pizza parlor. They were still doing it. Whatever it was they were doing, they were still canoodling. Oh, young love, I guess.
That's some stamina, boys. That's some stamina. Wow. My story is about Oklahoma meteorologist Lacey Swope. She's a she's a bit of a looker. She is not unfun to look at.
Okay.
Well, we're here in Texas. Oklahoma's one state above us. Not a place that they get a lot of snow. And Lacey, she was just trying to create some content.
Oh, dear.
So she posted a message on all of her social medias that read, "Send us your measurements and locations, please," with no other elaboration whatsoever.
The responses were thus.
It's funny because most of Oklahoma got between 3 and 7 inches. So, over the course of the next day, Miss Swope did not notice that the measurements she was receiving were not for snowfall. So she left it up for an entire day.
This is so good.
And some of the responses include, "Too cold to get an accurate measurement."
Oh, great.
"I would, but you know how cold it is."
Mm-hmm.
What does that have to do with the weather? One of my personal favorites was 6'1", 184 in OKC with a winky face.
Nice.
Somebody said, "Lacey, on behalf of all women, we need to know, are these measured by men or women?" And then there are several others that I cannot possibly read on this show.
My favorite is, "I'm a good 3 inches in this weather." That's about average, right, fellas?
I didn't think I could read that one, but I'm glad that you did. Well, eventually Lacey figured out the error of her ways, and she edited her social media post to say, "Thank you for all the body measurements. Super helpful in my search. Just to clarify, I was looking for a measurement in inches of the depth of the snow in your yard. Wave number 2 hits tonight, and many see another 3 to 6 inches." You can assume where the comments went after she said that. Yes. And I'll give you a hint. Many of them involved that she could also see that if she wanted to.
That could also be in your future, madam.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. And to her credit, she mentioned it in her weathercast that night of, "Thank you for that, but no thank you."
But no thank you.
Why are dudes so weird? She also said she got a slew of pictures into her DMs, and I'm not even kind of surprised by that.
No, of course she did.
I feel like I could come up with a software that would end that forever. That we will pull a recent photograph of you from the shoulders up if you ever send one of those, and that would stop immediately.
Disagree for the square.
Okay.
I mean,
as
look,
a man
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because, reasons. But
not putting your best foot forward, Tank.
Precisely.
Trust me.
The zoom on my camera is not that good.
Trust me. Nobody's ever looked at you going down the street and going, "Bet that dude could knock out a car window." I promise you. That's never happened.
No doubt about it. But I do have, if you got it, I don't think it's going to stop it.
Oh,
if you're already proud enough to take a picture of it now, yeah, I think they'd still do it even if they sent your face with it.
There are a lot of people that should not be. You should be less proud. You should be more ashamed.
Why are you? Never mind.
You ever seen my wife? Yeah, you send one to my wife. Guess what? You're sending it to me too, because she's gonna giggle and go,
show me.
"Ha ha! Look at that! Look, just a little feller." That's usually how it goes.
See, that's what I don't understand that at all.
Been there a bunch of times. She once looked me in the face and said, "I've never gotten one of those," and I went, "I don't give you to the end of the week because you just tempted the fates."
If you're Sam Darnold's grandfather, then sure, you send that hammer out there.
Oh, you mean Richard Hammer?
Or old Richard Hammer.
Yeah,
the Marlboro Man.
For those of you that don't know, Sam Darnold's grandfather was Richard Hammer, who was also the Marlboro Man.
Uh-huh. And you know what? If you got it like that, then, you send it right out there. But nobody's going to be swayed by mediocrity unless you're apparently a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. But that's neither here nor there. Old Mr. Hammer.
This has been a fun day.
Of course. It's always a fun day here in the Sportsocracy. Coaching hires around the NFL. What?
Gary Burton said, "Oh, excuse me. I thought this was America." Which is my favorite response to that, humanly possible.
I thought this was America. The coaching hires around the NFL. We have 4 jobs still open. The Bills job, what's the deal with Mike McDaniel? Is he still in the running for that job?
No.
Did they want him to do a essay too, and he just pulled out?
No. Yadinsky's still in. If he doesn't get the Bills job, he'll be coming back to Jacksonville.
You know who did pull out for the first time when it comes to the Bills job?
I'm scared to death of the answer to this. Oh, Phillip Rivers. Yeah.
He's going to get it
I was
eventually.
like, I'm going to get there eventually. Phillip Rivers did figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
21 years later, he finally figured it out. Oh, I just have to say I'm not interested.
Right. Yeah, he pulled out of the Bills job as well. I think that might have more to do with the fact that they said, you're probably not ready for this.
Yeah.
More than anything else. I don't know. I wasn't in the room. But he's no longer being considered for the Bills job. You got the Raiders, the Cardinals, and the Browns that are still open. Mike McCarthy being hired over the weekend by the Pittsburgh Steelers gave me a great laugh. That is, to me, the worst signing of the offseason so far.
No, my worst of the offseason is whoever the Browns hire, and they haven't even hired anybody yet. Like, they've already pinned their candidacy on one because they're going to hire who will take that job, and I told you that before this ever started. That was before they made people write a 5,000-word essay of why they want to be the Browns coach, which I don't think anybody on this planet has 5,000 words for that. I think that's why they're doing it. The first one that gets to 5,000 words, you actually want this, and none of the rest of them do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That, if I had to write that paper, that would look like a Fernando Mendoza postgame speech.
Oh, it would look like every paper I wrote in high
I would
school.
love to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns that reside in Cleveland, Ohio.
And play in the AFC North Division.
This is such a storied franchise with guys like Jim Brown, and just list all the ones that I possibly could just to try to get to the number of words that I needed. Ugh. What a joke franchise that is.
How did I not see that your team's hiring Danny Smith?
Yes.
How did I not
Danny
see
Smith.
that the bubblegum wad of Pennsylvania is coming to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yes, he is. I'm kind of excited about that.
You should be. It'll be the most entertaining part of your team next year. How many pieces of gum does that dude have in his mouth right now?
7. 17. Has anybody else gotten hired in the last? Tennessee, or the guy from Tennessee, Denard Wilson.
Yeah, he's the new DC. That's a good hire. He worked for the Jets for a while. We know each other loosely. He's a really, really, really bright guy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a good hire. You know what that actually told me? Anthony Weaver's getting one of these jobs. I just don't know which one.
Mm-hmm.
He has a second interview with every open job on the market except Cleveland.
I was going to say, would he You mean one of the DC jobs?
No, one of the head coaching
or
jobs.
Head coaching jobs. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a finalist for practically every open head coaching job.
Denard Wilson becoming the defensive coordinator for John Harbaugh for the New York Giants. Haven't seen much movement on the staff of Jesse Minter yet.
No, there hasn't been a lot.
Which, when you said Anthony Weaver, I thought he could just go back and be the DC for Baltimore. That'd be fine.
I wouldn't hate that hire at all. I would actually, to be honest with you, I would love that hire.
You go back and work with Jesse Minter, and then you got to find somebody to run the offense. I think that's my biggest wonder right now.
Well, that's going to be one of those arranged
offense?
marriages. You have a first-time head coach. A lot of his staff would be tied up either with Harbaugh or with the two Harbaughs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably going to be somebody that's completely off the board for him. I opined Cliff Kingsbury because I still maintain he's going to land somewhere. I just don't know where.
That could be nice. That could be nice with Lamar Jackson. It's not going to be Arthur Smith. We know that much. He's going back to college.
Sorry. I can't hear that without laughing.
Arthur Smith got the OC job. Yeah, he got the OC job for the Buckeyes.
God, I can't wait to watch Julian Sayin go run, pass, punt with Jeremiah Smith.
They got Jeremiah Smith on the team, and they'll only use their 3 tight ends. My question is now, can they bring Jonnu Smith in? Because, I mean, we got this whole thing with pro guys going back to college. Now that the NIL's in place, Jonnu Smith, can we get him to Ohio State for the championship run next year?
I feel like Max Clare saw that hire and went, "Are you sure I can't have a 6-year? Because I can have some fun here." On an offense that has Chris Henry Jr. and Jeremiah Smith, your leading receiver will be whoever the H-back is. Congratulations.
I think Maurice Clarett still has some
I saw that hire, and I went, that's the worst hire of this cycle, and it's not even close. I also couldn't help but see that and go, Arthur Smith's going to be the next head coach at Carolina, isn't he? When Bill moves on and he's decided he don't want to do this anymore, Arthur Smith's going to get that job.
Which I'm okay with.
Are you sure?
I think I'd be okay with that.
I just can't.
I mean, you're not. Look, it's a program that you're not competing.
Here's my number one question. So. How can someone recruit in college football that's not allowed within 500 feet of a school? How the hell does that happen? I mean, with that Arthur mustache, I promise you, he's going to be on a wanted sign at the bank in Columbus, Ohio in like a week.
Sure. Look, if they let Bobby Petrino near schools, Arthur Smith will be fine.
No, Bobby Petrino was only after interns and secretaries. He kind of had that whole Bill Clinton thing about him.
If you say so. Gives me the willies.
Petrino?
Petrino.
Is it just because you saw him in the neck brace?
No, it's just something's up with his face. I can't. It's like he's baby Jerry Jones, and I can't get away from I don't know.
Oh, Bobby Petrino's one of those guys that you look at and go, on a scale of 7 to 11, how many alcoholic beverages do you average a night? Because you're real red.
Sure.
People that don't consume a lot of Evan Williams Green Label don't walk around at that particular hue.
Mm-hmm. We'll keep an eye on the coaching carousel as it continues to turn. Tomorrow on the program, we will have Cowboy Zach Hurst in with me. It's a travel day tomorrow for Jeremy.
Yeah, we took the happenstance out of it because there is a possibility that the travel's going to be a bit less than beautiful. We have to get to Mobile. Bill Workman, safe travels to you. I know he's probably getting close to Mobile, Alabama, to meet us tomorrow for Senior Week, which I'm very excited about. And then
So
look for more content. Hey, if you like me, the Commanders and I are getting ready to record a lot of stuff to make up for what we haven't been able to do the last 3 days.
Look for that out on the social media channel. Join us back here on ESPN Asheville tomorrow at noon. Again, I'll have Cowboy Zach Hurst with me. Listen everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. And then, Jeremy, you'll be back with us on Wednesday.
That is the
live
plan.
from the
Yes.
Senior Bowl.
So the Senior Bowl workouts are they're a little later than we're used to. We're staying pretty close to the field, so I can actually do, at the very least, I can do the first 2.5 hours of the show and then duck out for practices in the afternoon.
Yeah, very good. We'll have the coverage coming for you from the Senior Bowl practices coming up on Wednesday live from Mobile. Be safe tomorrow, guys. Just mind your P's and Q's. Stay out.
We're
of
leaving
people's
at
way.
4:30 in the morning just to the airport's 25 minutes away. Most of it is interstate travel, which we feel it is warm outside. I'm seeing less glistening in the trees, which makes me think that maybe there's some melting happening, which needs to, because for the love of God, get me out of Dallas, Texas.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We'll see you tomorrow.
ESPN Asheville.
And you're clear.
Thank you, brother.
Your mountain weather forecast.
All right, I got to hop on
Or
with the
sunshine now.
Commanders.
All right, good deal.
More about the
I'll talk to you. I'll let you know we get to Mobile okay
today.
tomorrow.
Will make 20.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
25.
Take it easy.
But some clouds around early, then clear. Very bitter cold. Air temperature single digits above zero. Some spots will be below zero. Wind chills will be below zero. Bundle up tomorrow. Sunshine in the morning. Sunny in the afternoon up near 40. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Audible. It's time to take care of you. Who better to help you than the top voices in well-being on Audible? Kickstart your well-being journey with your first audiobook free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com/wellbeing.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Now that a new year is here, start 2026 by showing your gratitude. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Teachers give their time, money, and hearts to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingalls-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Our darkest hour.
It's destruction on a level I never really knew could exist.
Was the light of the world.
I've just seen the best of people, and it's been one of the most amazing things to come out of such of a hard time, you know.
The world saw us work together.
So many volunteers, so many people are, keeping us all together, and that's what we're here to do.
To this day, we'll stay together. You and us. Western North Carolina's lifeline during the storm. We are News Radio 570 WWNC.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. By storing our guns safely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.